Dream Demon, you coming on, lady? I'm a waiting for you. Okay, I gotta figure something out here. Oh boy. Hey everybody, happy 420. Still got it's 8 o'clock, man. We still got 4 hours to ride it out. That's what I'm talking about. Best holiday, I like the 4th of July, but 420. Dream Demon, you can come up if you got the link, babe. If you don't, I can try and drop it. Let me know if you see it. Just hold on. Oh, actually, all I gotta do is that. Keep it really simple. Tell me if you can see it. Right on. Rosin, I'm sorry, man. I wanted to get on here. Dee Dee's coming over. I'm hoping Jake shows up. Wait a minute. Come on. All right, I got it.
Hello again, Liddy.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, and my phone is not burning up anymore.
Yeah, you needed to give it a break. That StreamYards does that.
Oh, it's ridiculous how much it's just unreal. I've never had anything else that makes my phone burn up like that.
You know what? I'm not gonna curse myself or nothing, but right now mine's really cool. And I'm surprised because I'm actually charging it.
It's
You know
because
what
it's
I mean?
420. It's just chilled.
Hey, the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a blue moon.
Brilliant.
I love 420. Best day in the world. I seriously, 4th of July is cool, but
I think you
dude,
could probably guess that Halloween is my favorite.
Halloween is totally my favorite.
Oh,
But
I used to do the house and that up, and then my kids got older. But now that I've got a granddaughter, I am so looking forward to going up the loft and getting all that stuff down.
I wouldn't care if I didn't have my grandkids. I'd still I love Halloween. Seriously, what's his name? Oh shit. From It.
Oh, Pennywise.
He's my favorite.
Well,
And for
Freddy's
the
mine.
life of me, I can never remember his name. And I love Freddy Krueger too.
Well, I've met him twice. He's
Really.
he's a really nice guy. He signed. I have a full back tattoo that's all horror, and he signed my back, and I got his signature tattooed on. So
Oh
yeah, he's
man,
a
now
lovely
you
guy.
know I'm gonna want to see that tattoo, right?
um, I think Jake has it. Jake should have a copy of it. Um,
Oh,
I'll
I
see if
want to
I've.
see it.
I'm
That's
not sure if
cool.
I've got it on my iPad. If I've got it on my iPad, I'll be able to turn my cam on and show you. You would have to excuse my fatty bits. I am. Have to
Stop. I'm
clean
not even
clean this
worried about
thing.
Stop.
Let's see, where is it? It's got to be here somewhere.
I've got I drew an actual, I want to call it tribal because that's what it is. I've got one of those tramp stamps and
Ah,
I
you should have.
drew I drew the tribal that goes around my arm too, but it doesn't go all the way around.
Yeah.
It's not continuous, but it's tribal. And then um what's the other one that matches it? I've got a tribal cross on the side of my leg. I've got an Appalachian Trail symbol on the back of my calf. I've got another tribal little heart on my ankle, and then I've got a hand with an eye in the palm of it that's red
Nice.
that has crystals on it on my.
Oh, I can show you this one. This is my left arm. That's
Hold
my
on.
Freddy slashes.
I'm looking. I don't see it yet. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did
yeah.
I lose? Oh, all right. Right on.
No, I've got. I'm showing it now. I've got my cam
Oh,
on.
I like that,
That's my slashes.
dude.
So there's that one. Sure, I've got one in my back on here somewhere.
Mr. Lee, you can come on. Why didn't you charge your phone the whole time? Excuses, 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 old man.
Oh, this isn't a very good shot of it, but it'll give you the general idea. It's pretty shadowy on one part.
No,
that's
but
my back.
what the fuck do you got Jason on there for, dude?
Oh, I love Jason. I had to have them all.
Come
So,
on,
Michael,
listen. The only one that ever scared me was Freddy, man, because he got you in your dreams.
well, yeah, but
if
I've
you
got
stood around and
Chucky.
you heard, listen to me, if you heard in the woods
Yeah.
when you was camping, my happy ass would be fucking gone. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got Jason.
Chucky's
I've got
cool. I like
Pennywise.
Chucky
The
too.
original Pennywise is there. He's there. This is Crystal Lake.
No
And
shit.
then of course Jason, and I've got
You got
Pinhead.
Michael Myers too. Fuck.
Yeah, Mike's up there.
Pinhead's
yeah.
the shit. That's wait a minute, back it up. I want to see Pinhead. Dude. I want your back tattoo.
My kids are went nuts because I said when I die, I want them to take it off, and there's this signature at the top there, Robert Englund.
No shit.
Yeah, I went to a convention. So,
dude,
yeah,
I want my back done like that.
It took a while, but
Thank
yeah,
you,
it was totally worth it.
Cumber snatch. Have a good night. 420, man. So,
I'm trying to think. The other one it's still a work in progress at the moment. It's a skin with Freddy's jumper underneath. It's still getting
no
worked.
Way.
So as you can see, it's not finished, but we're getting there.
That's
it got
crazy.
shut down because of COVID.
That. Yeah.
But I showed it to Robert Englund, and he said, I'm the only person who hasn't just put bands of colour, because we're actually putting the stitches in, if you can see that. I wanted to
I'm seeing that. I like that. So, I can actually see the stitches.
Yep. And as you see, Jason, I do have this little one here. It's actually fading now, but I was in on Friday the 13th while getting another tattoo done. And I said, fuck it, you better do that for Friday the 13th. So that is the most painful tattoo out of all the ones I've ever had. Oh, you
are my new idol, man.
Honestly.
You are a fucking legend in my book. No, you have totally taken the title. You are legend. You are a legend. I love that shit.
Oh, tattoos are so addictive, though.
Yeah, they are, especially if you like pain.
Yeah, I'm not as fussed about the pain, but yeah, it's definitely
I fell asleep when they were doing my back
doable.
tattoo. Are you kidding me? The thigh tattoo? He was like so surprised that I was staying so still.
Yep, the
I'm
only
like,
one
it's
I
just
ever moaned
mind
about
over
was,
matter, man. Mind
yeah.
over matter.
I mean, it's not nice when they come up and almost get underneath your armpit. That was not fun. But the knuckle was probably the most painful I've ever had, and it only took him about 10 minutes to do. But I was like,
I
wow, and
don't
he's like,
know. The one on
really?
the back side of my arm, underneath the
Mm.
armpit.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
those
I
aren't
was
fun.
fine. I was fine, but I don't think my nerves worked because they kept jumping. I didn't have anything to do with that. I was cool with it, but they weren't.
Yeah,
He still did an incredible job on the backside. I mean, he's got some points, and I mean some nice points that come out really smooth. I was surprised.
yeah. Oh, I mean, I've had a lot of people ask who my tattooist is because it's the same guy that's done all of my tattoos. I wouldn't go to anybody else.
See, I kind of stick with tribal because you can't. In the Bible, it says you're not supposed to idolize anything. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
in my belief in how I feel, the excuse I'm going to use is every tattoo that I've gotten is to beautify, not
Mhm.
idolize. That's why the majority of the stuff like on my body is tribal or some kind of tribal incorporated into a tattoo. Like I forgot one that was on my wrist. That's a peace sign that has two feathers hanging off of it with beads.
Yeah, that seems nice.
Well,
No,
just a piece of shit.
I made Robert England laugh because when I met him, he stuck his hand out and I said, I can't believe I'm shaking hands with God. And he just burst out
No
laughing. I'm like,
shit.
I said, you are my God. I mean, I've promised my daughter when they were moving used my bedroom. I'm sleeping on the couch at the moment. They use my bedroom as storage. Um, Once I get it cleaned out, I'm going to do a walkthrough for everybody because it is just full horror. My whole room is just full of horror. I've had three canvas paintings done.
Right?
I've got a full case of like very expensive figures and models and stuff. And I have who I call the boys, and every time I walk past them, they say, "All right, boys," and it's a cardboard cutout, full size of Freddie and Jason,
Oh, cool.
and they're like, "In your bedroom?" I'm like, "Hell yeah." I've got a Freddie sticker, you know, one of those things that you put on the cars. I've got that on my mirror.
Right?
And I've got just lots of like I've got three mannequins that have two Freddy masks, proper latex, and one Michael Myers mask.
Before COVID
Um,
hit, we celebrated Halloween here, and I went over to the local pub. It's called the Palms. And there was dude full decked out in Freddy gear. And I got him to take like 5 different pictures with me. I've got to send you that. You'll love
oh
that
yeah,
shit.
definitely. Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. Anything to do with Freddy. I've got the glove. Nobody's allowed to ever wear it again because when I was at a convention, Robert England came running up to me while I was standing in the queue. I had my glove on, and I was going to get my photo taken with him, and he said,
Right?
"Excuse me, could I try your glove on because the one that they've given me for the photos doesn't fit?" So he used my glove to take all of the photos, and I'm like, wow. And then I had him sign it and say, "Welcome to prime time, bitch," on it.
Hey, and if
And
anybody, listen to me, if anybody wants to question you about it, his hand's been in it. His fucking DNA is on it.
yep, well, it's
You
definitely
know what
it.
I'm
He
saying?
is the last person that ever wore it, and nobody will again. I've got it on a hand, um, a mannequin handstand now.
Nice,
Nobody touches it.
nice,
So yeah, and he's
nice.
signed lots of other things, and I love. Uh, he says like, "I'll see you in your dreams," and things like that.
Mm.
He's brilliant. He's a really nice guy. He would talk to you forever, and he gets around because people keep saying, you have to keep going, the lines go, and he just wants to talk to you.
I
So
love it.
he's
I love
really
it. Yeah, I love that because he's just human.
nice.
You know what I mean? He's just not Freddy Krueger. He's like, I
Yeah.
mean, when people get that big, they realize that their fans is what really made them. So,
Oh yeah.
like,
I mean,
some
the
of
thing
them
is,
that
you thought
actually
that,
see that take the time to deal with their fans instead of being assholes and like, don't interrupt me in an airport or, just being some
yeah.
douchebag.
Oh no, when I first went, because I've been to two conventions. I went down to Exeter and I went into Birmingham to see him. But at the
Right?
first one I went to, you'd expect, all the security and everything like that. He walked past me through the doors with his coffee. He's just wandering around, with his coffee first thing in the morning. I'm like, wow. He didn't give a shit. He's just walking about and everybody's jaws hitting the floor. But I had a lot of people asking to take photos with me because I had a backless top on, obviously, so that I could show my back. So the way I
Right.
did it was I went up and I got him to sign something, and then I handed him a different pen because it's a special pen for skin that I wanted to make sure that the signature lasted until I got to the tattoo shop. And I
Right.
says, and now could I get you to sign this? And I turned round and my daughter's actually got a photo of his face dropping when he saw it because he was like, what the fuck? He was like, oh, I really, really
Oh,
like that.
hell.
So yeah, I've got a photo. I don't even know if I've got that on here, but I've got a photo of him. Actually, he stands back and he's like, "Wow!" And I'm like, "Oh, nice." He says, "No, I'm impressed. I really like that." I'm like, "Yay!" Oh, I can show you the paintings that I've got done. These are commissioned by a guy who lives in Glasgow. Actually, that's above my bed. That's like
Oh, wow.
4
That's the
feet.
shit right there.
Oh, the guy is very talented. Let me find the other ones. I'll leave the best for last. I got him to do this one. This is really cool. I love this.
I love Pinhead, dude. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be your favorite one though.
You
And I
bet if
had
I ever
this
see a
one done.
box like that, I'm never messing with it. Oh, man. And you know what? Every time I see him or think of him, Pennywise, I can't think of his name right away. I'm like at a freaking 5 minutes, and I know exactly who it is, and I know it's Pennywise, but I draw a blank.
Yeah. I know that I got the guy. He's an amazing artist. I actually met him at a convention as well, and he's like, he gave me his number and then got me on Facebook. And I was like,
So
yeah, I
what is
want
it?
you to
Are
do
you
it.
going? Are you're going to the horror convention? You're not going to Comic-Con, right?
No, it's only whenever they come over here. But he was supposed to be coming here in July, but I think it's cancelled, and I'm pissed off because he was going to come in full makeup, and they were building a full boiler room set for you to get your photo taken with him in full makeup.
Oh,
But because of
I'd
COVID,
hitchhike there for that.
yeah, well, it was supposed to be in
Yeah,
London, which I would normally avoid like the plague because I'm agoraphobic. I find it hard to leave the house, but I would have
right.
gone for that. But unfortunately, they cancelled it. I was so gutted.
What do you call that? Because I don't like to leave my house either.
I'm agoraphobic.
I'm agoraphobic.
Yeah, you're agoraphobic. Well, there's one of my
Agoraphobic.
arms. I'm quite into the sort of gothic stuff, so that's my left arm.
Oh, sweet.
The only thing I
Man, you're
changed
you're
about it,
totally freaking covered.
the only thing I changed about it is I am an atheist. So the cross had to be inverted because I couldn't have a cross on my arm. I thought it would be, I would think of it as being a bit of a hypocrite. So
Yeah,
I
I got
changed it.
you.
Okay, I've got him signing my back. There he is signing it. pardon my hair's grown out now. It was purple at the time, but that's him signing my
That's
back.
fucking awesome. I got that shit on my live stream. That's cool as hell. Robert England.
Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you didn't meet him." I'm like, "Yeah, I fucking did."
Hell yeah, I love that. Oh man, that is like so sweet.
He is such a nice guy too. He really is. He is really. I mean, a lot of people, like you say, you expect them to be complete dicks about it, but no, he's fine. He's really, really nice.
The only dude I ever met in an airport was the guy that ate is enough. Do you remember that show? Have you ever seen it? I know you're from across
No,
the
I've
way,
never
but
seen that. No,
all
I
right.
haven't
Well,
seen
eight is enough is about, I guess, having 8 children or whatever.
Oh Christ!
Fuck was his name? Patrick, Dan Patrick, something Patrick, whatever. I met him at the airport and I thought it was the coolest thing. You know what? I would have loved to meet like Dave Hatfield. I'd have been all about that. Which, do you listen to
I'd love.
Metallica?
Yeah, definitely. I would
David
have loved to have
Hatfield.
met. Oh fuck! What's his name now? It's amazing when your head just goes, isn't it?
Yeah,
Fuck.
because we smoke weed. Short-term memory loss. That's what happens.
Oh fuck! What's his name? Hodder,
It'll
Kane
come back
Hodder,
to
the guy who played Jason the most, Kane Hodder. I'd have loved to have met him, but he only really seems to do the American ones, so I couldn't do that. Oh, I also like to get portraits done of my pets. I've got 2 dogs, a black Labrador who's 10, and you've met Freddie, who's the little bulldog, and
I've
I have a
seen
cat
that.
called Garfield. So I got them portraits done. This is Neo as Draco.
I look too fucked out. But it's cool.
And
Poor
I think the
puppy.
next one is, yeah, this is Freddie being Freddie. Yes, I know I'm weird, but I love being weird.
Good. You know what? I love that you're so weird. Because my sense of humor is a little bit morbid and people don't quite get me either because listen, I can break a bone, like my own bone, and I will
Mm,
laugh about it. But if you get hurt, I'm
yeah,
definitely fucking laughing. And people
yeah,
like, but you're an asshole. Why would you do that? Because it's fucking funny.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember I was told I was a bad mother because when my kids were younger, we were walking along a beach, and on the sort of promenade part, my son was talking to me, and he turned around just in time to walk straight into a lamppost, and someone else had. He was about 6, and someone else had to
Oh,
pick
and
him up
that was
because I
your
was on the
fault.
floor.
And
No, it
that
was
was
because I was on the floor pissing myself laughing. Somebody else had to pick him up. And they're like,
bad
oh
mother.
my God. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but that was fucking funny because he timed it just right to turn around to hit his face off it. And I just collapsed on the floor and I'm like, I'm terrible, but it's
Did
funny.
you feel judged? Did you feel
I
judged?
didn't give a shit. I was finding it hilarious. I could not move. It was so funny.
Listen. My son was playing with one of his cousins, right, which was twice the size of him, and the cousin kept bullying him for about 2.5 hours, right. And my
Mm.
son was tiny built, didn't weigh much or nothing, but he found this turtle shell, and he took this kid's shit for like 2.5 hours. The next thing I know, my son took the turtle shell and hit the kid upside the head, and he started wailing like a little girl.
Shit.
And my cousin wanted to tell me to scold my son, and I said, hell no. I've watched
No.
your kid mess with my kid for the last 3 hours. He got what he had coming to him. Not my fault my kid's smart. Pick up the lightest thing you can, the hardest thing you can, he does some damage. Think about
Yep.
that. Turtle shell. It's lightweight, but it's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Not like
Oh,
men's
dear.
dicks anymore.
Oh, I'm terrible for things like that though. It's just like I
I'm
sent
sorry, that was bad.
I sent this to my son. He's a firefighter, and I sent this to him while he was on shift, and he's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, mum."
Oh, I love it now. My kids are grown.
Oh
All the
yeah.
shit that they've embarrassed me, that's what they made TikTok for.
Yep. Oh, I've got photos of all of them that they've made me take down now, but I always show their other halves.
Always wash your wiener.
Yep. I sent that to him and he's like, "Mum, all the guys at my work just saw that. We have to be professionals here." You know, I says, "Right, you might be a firefighter, and I'm really proud of you for that, but don't be a dick. That was funny."
That's so not right. I
I
think
know,
we
I know.
lost. I think we lost Jake for the night.
Yeah,
I
it's probably
really
that bloody
do.
phone of his. Probably his phone.
He said he's putting it in the freezer. How much cooling down can you do with that?
It's the charger. It never holds a charge. I've told him he needs to get a new phone. That's
It's the
exactly what he needs to
batteries.
do.
I know. You know, mine's like 3 years old, and
I
it
can't
is
remember
a.
when I got them.
This is a Samsung J7, if that tells you anything.
Oh, I've got a Huawei, which is fucking even worse. They're terrible, but they're very good for charging. It'll charge
Give
in like
me
15 minutes, it'll be fully charged, but it melts whenever you put anything fucking. But it's really bad for StreamYard.
right. StreamYard likes to drain a lot. Although
Oh,
I gotta say, since I got a new phone cord, I'm at 81%. It's actually not hot. Give me 30 seconds. I need to get a drink.
okay.
Okay, I'm back. I don't know how that got posted up in the corner like the StreamYard's address. Do you see it?
Yeah.
I didn't post it. I don't know how it's stuck up there, but whatever.
I think they just love having their
I just think they fuck with me, dude. They do whatever they want to do when you get on StreamYards. I can't put a banner up, and then all of a sudden I got a banner up. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. There's my cat. I got him as Freddy as well, but it's a different picture. This is
That's just wrong.
Yep,
Man,
that's
not a kitty
Garfield.
cat.
Hey, he bullies the fuck out of my two dogs. He's the bully.
My dog's deaf, and he's like a
Oh.
cross between a Chihuahua and a terrier. And I swear to God, every time he looks at me, he looks at me like I'm fucking stupid. Like, what is wrong with you? I can't post anything like even on Facebook with him because the way his eyes look at you, it's like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh yeah,
He doesn't
judgy.
look at you like you're normal. It's like you got an issue. What is it?
Well, that's the
Because
price
it's
of
not
having a
me.
bulldog is he's got resting bitch face all the time. He's just always looking at you like, really?
See, I'm thinking that my pup has got a little of the miniature bulldog in him because the back of his neck, around his cheeks, man, he's got so much fat, like when you push it up, he does look like a bulldog.
Oh, I fell in love. He's an old time bulldog. He's not an English bulldog, so he's a bit bigger and he doesn't have the breathing difficulties. That's the reason I chose him. But it is
Yeah, see,
funny
that's
looking at
another reason that I think he's a bulldog, man, because when he lays down, he snores all the freaking time.
people. But
Doesn't
you
breathe
can't give them a
normally.
row. You can't shout at that face. You know, it's all the wrinkles, and it's like that's not fair because you're fucking up. You're doing something. Stop chewing that. And he looks at you, and it's like, oh, fine. You just can't give him a
Like,
row.
oh, and this one here steals my underwear. If I leave him alone in my apartment for like 5-10 minutes, every garbage can's took over. I put him in one of those metal cages.
Oh,
You
the
know what I
crates.
mean? Like, yeah, I was gone for like less than 15 minutes. His head was stuck in between it. I had to get vice grips just to open them up and get him out. It's like, how the frick you supposed to get a job with a dog like that? I can't lock him anywhere. Either he's gonna fuck everything up, which he does. He'll chew on walls. I think he's got some
So
purple in him too. I don't know, dude.
I've got my two are crate trained as well. I actually just got Freddie a new crate the other day because he wasn't happy that my daughter had was visiting with the baby and we had put him in the crate. So he head butted the door and
Yeah.
snapped the lamp. So I had to buy
Oh
him a new
yeah.
crate. But it's the thing is, what he loves doing is he doesn't jump about around it. He jumps about on everybody else, but when she's around, he just licks her toes. That's all he wants to do. I
That's
mean, she's only
good.
5 months old, so we're a bit, you know, careful with him. But that's all he wants to do is be around the baby.
Anything on a baby smells good. If you was in this world and all the scents we got to smell, you'd be smelling baby's feet too. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
I am absolutely besotted with her.
Whoever's
She's
on, there's
spoiled
4
rotten.
people in here. Thank you for showing up. Happy 420.
Good evening, everyone. Who's ghosting? Say hi.
Got
Probably
Dee
saying, what
Dee
the fuck are
here.
they
She's
talking about?
across from the pond. She's across the pond.
Yeah, sorry,
Two.
guys, if you don't understand my Scottish twang.
I understand you just fine, but people think I'm messed up, so.
I get that a lot. I don't mind. I get that the looks. Like my daughter's like. Suppose they were supposed to get married this year. They've put it off till next year, obviously. And my daughter's like, "Well, how are you going to get a dress?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She says, "Well, you have to get one with long sleeves and that cover up your tattoos and stuff." And I'm like, I can't cover up all my tattoos. I've got one on my hand for a start. I said, I'm not going to wear a full-on dress if she's getting married in July. I says, if you want me to cover up my back, it's going to have to be at least short sleeves, or I was like, what do you want me to do? This is me. I'm not going to hide
Oh,
it.
wow. Yeah, I'd kind of be offended, upset, and that's your daughter, and ouch.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, she loves my tattoos, but she's like, Mum, it's kind of formal, and for the photos and that, you're going to have. I'm like, I can't cover up who I am. I'm not going to do it. So I says, if you don't, because it pisses them off. Christmas Day, they all get dressed up, and I have a Freddy dress, and they're like, "Why are you wearing that?" And I was like, "It's red and green, bitch."
Why
So it's
can't
Christmas.
you be you?
Yeah,
Why can't you be you, though?
yeah. Oh,
I
they
get
laugh
that.
about it. They do, but I mean, it's the photo thing. She's like, I says, well, it's not like
Unless
I've
you're
got
doing
tattoos
it
on my
just for
face.
shock value. If you're doing
Yeah,
it just for
exactly.
shock value, then I get where she coming from.
But like I said, I've had these tattoos for a while now, and she knows. I waited for like 20 years to get these tattoos. These were my gift to myself on my divorce.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah, I quit
And
smoking.
whoever you got to do them, man, did a fantastic job.
Oh, I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud of him. I walked in
For
and
real.
I showed him a photo of Freddie first because Freddie was done before everybody else. And I says, now tell me now if you can do it. I said, don't waste my time. I've been waiting 20 years. I want it done properly. And he's like, I can do it. Don't worry. And yeah, he fucking did it. I'm
Your
really happy.
bag tattoo looks freaking badass, man.
It was a nightmare planning it out because we're like, what do we do here? What do we do here?
So
And I
how many hours did you spend under the needle
had,
for that one?
let me think. It took 19 months. And I was in there at least uh, like twice a month. And it's like a 5 hour session each time, 4 or 5 hours each time. So a
Right.
lot. It took a lot. Um, I don't know. Oh, Christ, I've never actually counted up the hours, but that was it. It was about, say, twice a month he could fit me in for 19 months. About 4 or 5 hour sessions sometimes. And he'd come in on his days off and things like that to do bits on it. But a lot of it was trying to get it sorted out. And we hit a snag. I had a mole on my back, and I went to a dermatologist who refused to take it off.
Oh
Um,
shit.
so I said, okay, give me a couple of weeks and I'll sort it. And I burned it off over a week with apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
And even my tattooist was like, "You are fucking nuts." I'm like, "I'm sorry, it's not."
Did it
It left
work?
a scar, but it's now the scar or one of the scars on Leatherface's face.
Oh, right on, right on.
So it came out perfectly, and he's like, "You are nuts," and I'm like, "I'm sorry, but that was not wasting what I've spent all this money on to get my fucking tattoo the way I want it."
See,
So
I want a full leg tattoo, okay? And you're about horror, right? I
yeah,
want Noah's Ark, which represents my youngest son. I
yeah,
want I want a bass guitar from Van
yeah,
Halen that Michael
nice,
Anthony held in his hands. I just want a picture of it, you know what I mean? But it's a Jack Daniels bottle bass guitar. My son
nice.
I named after the bass player. Jake the Trouser Snake. Oh, babe. I gotta figure out
17%.
a
You can
way.
still get on
I
for a
gotta
bit.
figure out. Oh, hold on. Let me do something real quick. I'm hoping. I want to make a moderator before he ducks out. Give me 1 second if I can
Oh,
do
thank you
this
for the
right.
plan.
Okay, that's gotta be shut. Let's do that. Come on.
17% can last for a while. Your 1% lasted for quite a while, so get on, bitch.
Uh-huh. Dee giving you hell tonight.
He loves me, really.
Jake loves everybody. He's just too sweet sometimes. Sometimes he's too nice, in other words.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to pull it up so I can make him a moderator. I don't know if it's going to let me or not because I'm on StreamYard. So I'm still here, but it kind of closed it down.
Yeah. No, I can still hear
Oh,
you fine.
no, you're good. I just need to, okay. I see what happened here. No, I'm not on somebody else's stream. Why am I on somebody else's stream? Okay. There we go. Boom. I'm wondering. Oh, Pine's passed out already. Guarantee it. And Jake, if you're behind him backstage, you gotta give me a minute, hon. I'm trying to like see. I'm echoing now. Shut up, Kim. I got this.
Yes, you got it.
Okay. All right, Jake, I hear you. I heard the little beep. Give me a second. Okay. I'm old.
My youngest is 21 in August. Fucking hell.
Uncle Sir. Oh, I thought it was Uncle Sir for a second.
About time you got your ass
Sorry.
on. Melissa.
It's okay. I was surprised because I don't know what he's doing right about now, but I'm glad it was you.
Oh, not a clue.
We've just been
How are
leathering
you?
about tattoos and stuff.
Oh my God, did you see her tattoos?
Oh, she's got that fucking awesome back base, isn't she?
Oh my God. Oh, yeah. So Dee Dee, back to I want the Noah's Ark, I want the bass guitar, I want a Haley's Comet, and I need a portrait of one of the kids' grandfathers.
Oh,
And that
nice.
represents each one of my kids, but I want it to be like a full leg tattoo, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm getting one for my granddaughter, but my daughter's a bit pissed off at the twist. Jake's heard about this. I went in and told Ewan, who is my tattooist, I said, I have to get one for the baby. And he's like, have you seen all your tattoos? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you can't get a sweetsy, cutesy tattoo. You just can't do it. We're going to have to put a twist on this. So I'm going to get a little cute baby sitting on a blanket, and there's going to be 3 blocks. Now, on the floor next to the baby is going to be the block A, and there's going to be a block that has B, and the baby's going to be holding the 3rd block, and it's going to be the Hellraiser box. And my daughter is pissed that I'm going to do that, but he says you have to put a little bit of horror in it. So my daughter's going to be my granddaughter on my leg is going to be holding the Hellraiser box from Pinhead.
You're a crazy
That
fucker,
sounds
you are.
very Day.
You're just a listen. I'm simply wicked and I'm just a little bit twisted, but you take that to another fucking level, dude. Like to another. I mean, I love it and I get it, but my grandbaby, dude, no, not with Hellraiser's back. Fuck no, man. Did you watch them people get ripped by them fucking fish hooks? Fuck
Yep, and
that.
she's gonna have a big smile on her face while she's got a hold of it. I have 2 of those. I've got one which is
oh my God, the fucked up thing about that though is she's a baby. She don't even
she's
know
a baby.
what box she's holding.
So ask Jake about. I'll actually show you. I've got it up on the wall. My daughter got me this photo done as a canvas for Christmas, and this is what my grandbaby did for me. She flipped me off.
Nuh-uh.
Yep, she's flipping me off. I was like, thank you. And
listen, that baby ain't old enough to stick that middle finger up. You
I
really
know,
are
she's
fucking
5 months
twisted.
old.
You
This
really
is her.
are twisted.
No, she did that while my daughter was taking the photo. She did that herself. And I'm like, she's definitely taken after me.
you like you've never flipped anybody off in front of her.
Yeah.
You probably did it quite a bit.
She's definitely taken after me.
Oh
but
my
she
goodness.
is the light of my life. She really is. But I'm looking forward to getting that tattoo done.
Jake, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening to you, Per.
Jake knows
I love
about
his voice. I would love for
Yes.
you to tell me a story one night so I could just like go to sleep listening to you talk.
You'd fall asleep first, though.
Yeah,
He's
she's got
That's
a
the
point.
whole point. That's no, I would. Oh yeah, Jake probably would.
Yep.
Damn.
Jake definitely would. I don't think there's a probably involved.
Yep. He definitely
You
would.
know what? On your stream when you show your picture, I love that shower in your corner right behind you. I really, really do. And I wanted to ask you a question because I've heard you say it before, but I wanted you're in a hostel, right?
Yeah.
I want to open a hostel over here. I like hikers that hike the Appalachian Trail. And there's a lot of hostels from Georgia to the top of Virginia. And then when you get from Virginia, you got a few spots lacking. And then when you hit New York, everything's so expensive that it makes it harder to get by. My whole thing is I want to make a hiker's paradise.
Nice.
I want to have a zip
Sounds
line.
sweet.
I want to have the jacuzzis. You got to at least have two because I'm going to get bombarded in the summer.
I've always said if I won the lottery, I would buy a massive piece of land and I would empty all of the dog shelters.
I want to put in a bunkhouse. I want to have a community like kitchen. But I also want a main base to like where you could cook a special dinner for like everybody that shows up. You know what I mean? And then eventually, after I've got it running and it's out of the red, I wouldn't mind putting a bar in there.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like, it'll be out of the red the first year guaranteed for what I invest in it.
Yeah.
And one thing that I
would
know how
love.
to
I
do
wish I
is
could
run
be
a
like you. I
hostel.
can't do it. I can't deal with people. That's why I'm stuck in my own houses. I just.
Listen, I can. The hikers are totally different, man. Listen to me. I've tripped balls to the wall. I shit you not. I had some chocolate mushrooms that were like Reese's cups, okay? And I ended up at this it's not a hostel, but it's got 12 bunks in it. It looks like a shelter. All right. It has electric. It has a propane outdoor shower. It has a privy, which they come in and wash every morning. It has a fire pit. It has places where you can pitch a hammock. Then across the street, there's a general store. And not even 50 foot from the shelter, there's an Italian restaurant.
Nice.
And you ain't got to pay shit. And check this out, there's no limit of stay. I could stay there for the rest of my life and never pay a dime in rent or for electric. And have all my shit charged. Take my like 32-inch TV down there and have it like hooked up. Just to take care of the place. I mean, but I want to build a hostel where people can come and stay and they can stay as long as they want. The thing is I want diversity for different types of people. But back to tripping, it was an English teacher and it was a therapist. And they were hiking on the Appalachian Trail. And they'd never tripped before. And I gave them chocolate. And they ended up out in the middle of the field, butt ass naked. Don't ask me what the fuck they were doing. But they seemed to like it. And no, dude, I hiked with these fuckers
Seemed
for
to
the
like
next
it.
week. I hiked with these fuckers for the next week. And for the next week. Every time we got somewhere, they were naked. And I'm like, dude, y'all, you can't be doing this shit. People walk up on you, you're gonna be a sex offender for the rest of your life.
He's getting back to nature.
Dude, an English teacher that taught over in Korea and a therapist. Dude, I got stoned with the English professor that hadn't smoked in 35 years. When I tell you people come out to the Appalachian Trail to hike, it's all walks of life.
Yeah.
Actors, doctors, nurses, vets. Me, I go out to find myself.
Oh, I
And
hide from me.
it's the only place I can, y'all.
Yeah.
Because
I
you
just
can't
like
run
staying
from
in the
yourself
house
in
with
the
the
middle of the
dog.
woods. You ain't
Too
got nowhere to
outdoorsy.
run.
Chris, I start hyperventilating when I open my front door. So
Girl, you need to
it's
start doing some dabs.
with the shit that I've got, with the
For
prescriptions that
real.
I've got in my body, there's no fucking way I would manage anything else. I remember when my youngest he still lives with me because he's going to uni, but he was going camping for the weekend with his mates. So
You need to you need to get you one of them battery operated or electric fly swatters that, like, when people fuck with you, you can just smack them with it. You can't go to jail. But listen, you can leave your house. You know what I mean? Because it'd be like anybody walks up on you and says something, you can just smack them. And you can't go to jail for it.
The outdoor as well, though. It's just being out of the house. This is sort of my safety bubble, and I've been indoors too long, basically. But yeah, when he went away, I got a pack of edibles, and I was told, it's like, look, 3 is probably going to be okay for you.
I hear you.
Medication that you're on, just take 3. So I'm sitting and I take 3, and I'm like, nothing's happening. And I end up taking
dumbass.
like 10, 11. Nothing happened. And it found out after it that it's because I don't realize it, but I am permanently high on my meds, and my meds overrode it, so I couldn't get high. So they did nothing. I'm like, what a fucking waste of money. I was furious because I was looking forward to it after, raising up my 3 kids. My youngest, he was 20 and going away. So I had the house to myself. I'm like, yeah.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Happen.
Stop taking your meds. Start eating edibles. Start doing some tincture. Eat you some CBD and fucking smoke you some weed. Put all the other shit down, and I promise you, it'll all get right.
I wish I could. I really do.
That paranoia shit is bad, girl.
It is. It is really bad.
Can I ask you a personal question without you getting pissed? Are you paranoid schizophrenic, or are you just paranoid to leave the house?
I have bipolar disorder and acute anxiety disorder.
Well,
with PTSD.
All right, and this is from the bottom of my heart, right? And I'm one that suffers from all that. Suck it up, buttercup, and get off your ass and get the fuck out the house.
I know, I wish I could, but I'm actually physically disabled as well. I can hardly walk, so
you don't have a scooter or anything you can.
No, I do. They've given me a mobility car so that I could go and visit my granddaughter, but with a stick, I can hardly walk from my door to my gate. So I'm not that mobile. It sucks, but shit happens. What can you do? You get a lot of tattoos. That's what you do.
Right.
That's what you do.
I get it.
You can sit and feel sorry for yourself, or you can just sit and have a laugh. Yes, darling.
The idiot in me's got a question for you.
Go on then.
Why is your anxiety disorder cute, but mine's just generalised?
Oh, he got you.
Well done. Well done. I know there's nothing cute about me to. I mean, there's gonna be bitch on my headstone. I've already
Listen,
told my kids that I have
listen,
to
you
be
guys.
cremated because if there is, that's the only chance because smoke rises, and it's the only chance I've got to going up.
Sometimes people don't get it, but like from 2017 till now, I've lost four people.
I'm
The
sorry.
coronavirus. No, just hear me out. Life, shit that happens. There's not too much any of us can do about it,
No.
and it's like either you kind of get through it, and this is how we get through it, you guys, is just communicating.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate that it has to be like online. Like you can't sit down and have a normal conversation. But as long as you let anxiety like overtake your ass and like rule your world, it will.
Oh
I
no, I've
choose
tried. Trust me, I've tried CBD oil and that it did fuck all for me. I can't smoke now at all. I quit smoking years ago, so I can't smoke weed or anything like that.
do you do Xanax? Is that what they've got you on?
I don't know what the thing is. I've got tramadol and pregabalin, which I think over there is gabapentin.
Just for a heads up. All right. Parents, my parents are like 80 some years old. Most old people nowadays have dementia and Alzheimer's. When they were having anxiety and having disorders, they were prescribing Xanax, Klonopin, and Valium like it was fucking candy.
Oh yeah, I've got Valium.
I believe that contributes
Oh yeah.
totally
Oh, there's no
100%
way you can put that amount of chemicals in
to
your body and not
dementia.
expect something to happen.
I don't want to lose my mind. So if a doctor tells me I'm taking a benzo, yeah, you take that benzo and you shove it right up your fucking ass. Because I'm not
I've told
doing
my
it.
kids if anything like that
Simply,
happens
now
to
that is
me,
just improper use of medication.
it depends. Is
Benzodiazepam is
it
not a
suppository?
suppository.
Well, it should be for the fucking doctor that prescribed it.
I've told my kids if I get told that something like that is happening to me, then I'm just taking all my pills because I'd rather go my way than fucking that way.
Listen to
I want
me.
my kids to remember me the
If
way
you
I
keep
am.
if you keep taking the volumes, listen to me. The shit doesn't affect you if you pop a Xanax once in a while. You pop a Valium once in a while. But if you're eating them on a daily basis, man, listen to what I'm saying to you. I watched my mom do it. I watched my stepdad go through it. Dementia and Alzheimer's number one cause, and fucking the government or nobody else is gonna tell you this. It's benzos.
Yeah. Oh no, I
Stop
mean the
taking the no.
diazepam I
Watch
only
the difference. These kids now don't do benzos. They're not gonna have dementia. There's not gonna be a cure for it. It's gonna stop happening because they stop taking the benzos.
yeah. Oh no, the diazepam I don't take on a daily basis. I only take it when I have to leave the house, which is very rarely. That is just basically to calm me down enough to be able to leave. A lot of the other stuff is for my back pain, and obviously antidepressants,
I
which
know what
suck.
the tutor.
But what can you do? The alternative is I'm bit like a pretzel and I can't take the pain.
I'd rather hear that you're on Tutorol than fucking Suboxone.
I don't know what
You know
that
what I mean? Suboxone is kicking people's asses over here bad.
I don't know what that would be called over here.
it comes in a strip. It's how do I want to say it's a cross between heroin and methadone.
Ah,
Oxycontin.
fucking hell.
It's supposed to be like the one up from oxys to like wean people off of shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing as doing methadone or yeah. Because you know most people that do it, they're gonna abuse it anyway.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
And
shame. I mean, unfortunately, Scotland is probably it is actually the capital of um, drugs
nah,
in,
it's
in the
really
UK.
bad here. Like I'm in a
Yeah.
little yuppie town, like an old town, and I was walking down the sidewalk yesterday, man, and I seen a cap for a syringe. You know, I mean, it's fucking everywhere, and it's just getting worse.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
If
tell
you,
you what, Warsaw's really bad for like fucking dirty needles and that. Like when I was living in Warsaw when I was homeless, this one spot I always used to try and get to sleep at. The drug addicts always used to get there when it was blooming wet and raining. So the
Mm-hmm.
amount of times I ended up getting a blooming dirty needle stuck in my boot.
yeah. You're scared to take kids to parks and stuff like that. You've got to watch where they're
Well,
going first.
yeah, it's definitely not the same, but let me be honest with you guys. I was 7 or 8 years old and I lived in a little town called Tunkhannock. There was one red light. Like it was everybody knew everybody, you know what I mean? But there was a roller skating rink. And I got pissed off at my sister. And she was like 15. I'm thinking I was like 10 or 11 at the roller skating rink, but I was walking ahead of her. We didn't realize that there was a white van following us.
Mm.
Dude, I was a guy come out of the bar called the Bears Den and he started chasing me and I went to run across the highway and when I did I fell. I got up and I ran back to my sister and the guy literally come up to us and said, "Hey, she's with me." And my sister looked at him and said, "No, she's not." And if my sister wasn't freaking there that night, I'm just telling you, being like 9 or 10 years old, that just sets something in your brain to like where
Yeah.
you get street smart to pay attention to your surroundings at all freaking times.
And that's what scares me about these kids that are being raised now, fucking staring at their phones.
Yeah, because there's no interaction. They don't, and a lot of the shit is coming from the internet.
Yeah. But they're all staring at the phones, they're not looking about, and they're easily just grabbed into a van because they're not fucking looking about and seeing their surroundings.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous. I've seen so many videos, and okay, they're funny videos of seeing people walking fucking lampposts and everything because they're not looking where they're going. And that's funny. But it's not funny that kids are being brought up by tablets and iPads and shit like that, rather than fucking being told, here, go out and play and fucking in the dirt or go and climb a fucking tree or something like we used to do. Sounding old now.
Right, right,
I
right. And
love
I'm
the
all
80s.
about that. Like that's another reason
Absolutely
I want a
agree.
hostel. These kids need to get the fuck off of the phones, off of the internet. It, I mean, we're killing culture, okay? Everything is going to be through Zoom. You know, there is going to be
Yeah,
no more human contact.
no.
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
we
saying?
used to
Like,
get up, get our breakfast, and it'd be like, right, get out, and you come home when the lights come on. When the
and
street
it's got
lights
to
come
be
on, that's the
harder
time to
for
go
you
home.
because you don't want to leave the house. So the only thing that leaves you is freaking the internet,
Yep.
which
Although
kind
I'm
of
used to
sucks.
it by now. I am used to it.
Oh
It
man,
doesn't bother me too much.
I I promise you one thing. Even if I was bound in a chair and I would figure out a way to get out the house and get somewhere to where there was trees flowering, some form of life. Because I mean, for me, in my soul, in my psyche, I fucking totally need that. I need to feel the sun on my face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, I do. The only thing that can get me out of the house at the moment is I will drive. We take turns weekly on. I'll drive through to see the baby, and then the next week my daughter will drive through with the baby. That baby is the only thing that can get me out of this house because I'm
Right.
determined I will see her.
Girl, I feel for you so much. I feel for you so much because I hate. I couldn't imagine
Oh, I
you
didn't
make
feel.
me great.
Honestly, I've
Listen
been
to me. You
housebound
make
for
me
8 years.
grateful though too because like I bitch about being stuck in this fucking apartment in the middle of town. But shit, there's a park here. I can get out and walk. I did that today. And I hung out for a couple hours and it was like some of the best couple hours I've had like since the snow stopped falling.
I don't mind it so much now. It's been what 8 years? It'll be 9 years this year that I've been housebound.
I think
I'm
it'd
kind of
be
used to it.
different. I think it'd be different for you if you could get out and drive and like even go sit at a picnic table that's in a park somewhere where there's not a lot of people where you can just smell the air and not be worried about 50 fucking people walking up on you.
Oh, the only thing I really wish I could do is I do miss walking the dogs. I do miss that because Neil, when he was a puppy and that, I used to be able to walk him, and then my back just got worse and worse.
You can do that in the cart though, right?
I don't have one. I
You
don't have
don't
one,
have
and I can't afford to get one. But
okay, we
you
need to
never know.
get you one.
Nah, I'll manage.
No,
I will manage one
I'm
day to
dead
get one.
serious. We need to get you one.
Oh, I'll get one day. I've talked about that. I've put in to try and get
No, you're
because I
gonna
can't
get
get one
50
in the
more
house.
tattoos before you get a freaking
Oh boy.
who you kidding?
She's got your number already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the good thing is my son, my
But
older
I
son,
get
he
it.
bought a house round the corner from me. And I know it's because when my younger son moves out, it's so he can come round and like walk the dogs for me and stuff. But I like watching them. I can stand at the window and
Man, if
Jamie,
she was
my
near
son,
me, I
sits
know
like
she
that.
can't walk. I'd have in her Can-Am. We'd be going roading. She'd be doing some shit. She wouldn't be sitting in the fucking house, I'll tell you that.
Oh, I'm used to it now. It sounds funny to people, and I do understand that, but um, I
No,
am used to
Mama,
it
I
now.
get it. I'm a Cancer. I love to be at home, but you gotta understand, this coronavirus has done kicked my ass. I have high anxiety when I deal with other people, but I am so to the point right now that I've been stuck in this house so long that when I actually do see people, I fucking like them.
Oh God,
Fucking hell.
no, I cannot do
I
it.
couldn't imagine being
That's
pushed
what
that
I
far.
said.
I mean, my kids are climbing the walls because of it, but I'm like, bitch, I was doing fucking social distancing way before fucking coronavirus hit.
I
I just
do it
laugh it off.
too. I do it too. Even when I was hiking, man, like I'll come up on people and I'm cool, but I kind of like my own space and I no matter
Yeah,
where I'm at or what I'm doing, like I know what to do for my anxiety. Actually, I went and I got diagnosed and what the doctor said to me was, I'm not prescribing you anything because you figure out a way to act it out. When my anxiety gets high and I hear all the voices and everything's getting jumbled, I say, excuse me, I need to walk away. You get pissed off fucking on you. And I go take care of me. And then when I'm okay, then I come back. I always remember to take care of me first because if I don't, then I can't interact with people.
yeah. Oh, the highlight of my day is I
Think
get a
I'll-
video call from the baby every day. So
You gotta
it's
look
funny
after
when
you
she's
now, fucker else will.
yeah, exactly. The funny thing is, see, when I go to visit the baby or she comes here, she looks at me strange as if to say, aren't you in the phone? But she looks at the phone as if to say, you're in the phone. So how the fuck did you get out the phone? And then when they go home, and the next day she sees me on the phone again, so she looks really confused. It's a shame.
I tell you what, I cannot wait until I get to see the look on Jamie's face when I actually see him in person again.
I know, darling.
Uh-oh.
How are you getting on with that?
God, it's been nearly 3 months. I'm going mental.
What are
Wait
the
a minute.
court
Now,
that
who is
saying?
Jamie to you, if I can ask?
Jamie's my son,
Oh, yeah, and how old is he?
8 months old.
Oh.
Well, it's 2:15 in the morning, so he's 8 months, 2 weeks, and 8 months,
Look
1 week, and
at
3 days.
you.
Not that I'm
He's
counting or anything.
gorgeous. He is
And
lovely. He's
when
got his
did you
dad's
see him
what the
last?
fuck to.
About 3 months ago.
Can I tell you something?
My
With
ears
all
are
the
always
love of my
open.
heart, patience is a virtue, baby.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Stay positive, and it will work out. Just keep doing you, and you got this. And I don't even know what the story is, but if you haven't seen him for 3 months, I'm not trying to assume, but I am digging in a little bit. And I love you as a person, and I can feel your heart like when we talk. And I know you're missing something.
Yeah.
You can feel that. But I love you, 420, buddy.
Fuck yeah, 420.
See, I've got a friend, man. He comes on and he does tarots. And I'm a little bit different because I can sit down and I can listen, even though people think that I'm not paying attention to what's being said. And I
Yeah.
can kind of read where people are at and how they feel. I don't necessarily like it because I'm an empath and I'm a Cancer, which is it's emotionally draining.
Yeah.
It makes you really tough, but it gives you a lot of sucky days, if you know what I mean, because you take on everybody else's emotions.
Mhm.
So you kind of
Wouldn't
get.
life be so much easier if you could just not care?
I can't,
Well, no,
and
it
I.
wouldn't because you have to care because you wouldn't get the good days if you didn't care. So that's not the solution to not care. It's because you
Let,
care that makes you human.
let me promise you, I've cared, and I've cared every day of my life, and I can guarantee you that I've cried
Yeah,
way more many days than I have smiled.
exactly. But it's those days that you smile that you have to hang on to.
And I say this like you guys. I'm old. I'm 53. It's not about the memories. It's about the moments.
Yeah.
If
Well, I'm
that makes
45.
sense, because you only get that one moment, dude. It's one moment and we're dead. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like sometimes at night, if I wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning, I can actually go to the place where, you know what, when you go, man, it's a split second. It's your last breath, and you're just fucking not here.
Yep.
And what is here after we leave here?
The only
'Cause
people that feel your death is because you don't feel it. It's other people that are affected by it.
I'll tell you this much. I don't know what I believe in or how it works, or I know there's definitely something greater than us because 1985 my grandpa died, and I was having these really weird dreams, and it was 5 something in the morning. But the night my mom died in 2017, I was sitting there on the bed, and I can tell you the exact time that she died because I was having weird pains in my chest, and I didn't get the call until 1 a.m. So, I mean, to me, I know definite that there's something, and I know that we have souls to explain it or to elaborate on it. Other than that, I can't. You know, I believe in tarot, I believe in our signs, I believe in our spirit. Do I believe in the Bible? No, I believe it's an autobiography of people's stories. And a lot of it is metaphorically speaking, not actual. Happy 420, Mr. No Fly Zone. I lost my train of thought.
Hey, Mr. Reflizer.
Bible metaphorical.
Yeah, metaphorical. Like, okay, what's going on right now in the world, right? They always talk about a 7-headed dragon. If you think about it, we have 7 nations. Okay? Right now, it's getting ready to spill the frickin' over. Seriously. 7-headed dragon, 7 nations. It's metaphorically speaking, it's not. Do you get what my
Literal.
meaning of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's going to come down to is like we're going to implode basically.
Well,
Which
society
we
and
are.
culture's already been heading that way for a while.
America is well on its way right now.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, you guys. I'll tell y'all this: be really grateful that you're not here right now, because
I
this
wouldn't
shit
say
is
to the rest
whack.
of the world it looks like it's business as usual, but I've been
No,
watching
we're
shit
fucking
close and it's
It's not
going fucking
mad. Listen, our borders right now are fucked. They're seizing people's land.
eminent domain.
Yeah.
Maxine Waters just got like the okay to be in Minneapolis when Chauvin trial was going on for George Floyd. They found him guilty. However, her statements about getting in people's faces and being confrontational was okay. But Donald Trump incited the freaking riots at the Capitol. And today we found out that the dude got beat with the fire extinguishers and everything else, had no head trauma, had no body trauma, and died from 2 strokes. Dude, tell me what I want to hear, would you?
I know.
Reliable media, gotta love it.
Yep.
No, it's not. And the only media that I listen to is like, listen, CNN's off the wall, NBC, ABC.
Fox
I
is
listen
just
to
as
the
bad
next.
on the other side, yeah.
No, Fox is the only one telling it like it is. And I'm sorry to say that. And I'm sorry to defend them. I never thought that I would. But look at what Kamala Harris, she's fucking been hidden. Nobody's seen her happy ass. Biden's sitting up there fucking talking circles around his own fucking nose, which if he could see, he could actually fucking find. Everybody wanted to bitch about Trump, but you know what? Iraq didn't fuck with Trump. Japan didn't fuck with Trump. Russia didn't fuck with Trump.
China, they fuck with Trump.
We open season now.
Yeah.
It's like, just come kick us in our ass, please, because we got a dumb fuck for president. He can walk all over him.
He's not running
Well,
things, so that's why
when the
Kamala
Oval
Harris
Office is blue, America flies the white flag diplomatically, doesn't it? It's just how it works with the Dems. But I'm down to 1%,
I'm just gonna say
so I'm
this,
going to
we're
have to love you
fucked.
and leave you.
We're fucked. I love you, Jake. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you, darling.
Thanks for having me, and I'm sorry I
Love
couldn't
you too.
be on any longer, but I waited as long as I could, and I don't want to take the
I'm
piss making you
sorry
wait
you
any
were
longer.
so quiet for the whole time.
I was just enjoying listening to you, Peg, get on so well.
I'll catch you on your next string, darling.
Yes, maybe not first thing in the morning, but you know.
You know me.
Well,
if I
your
don't
morning.
come
Wait
on
a
the show in
minute.
the
Your
morning, it's
morning
too
is
early.
different than my morning. Hey, Manic, you can come up if
Yeah.
you want to.
If you want to work out time zone difference between you and me, I think it's add 5 hours to your time and you get mine. It's
Okay,
East
so
Coast,
what
innit?
time? What time you gonna go on
So
in the morning?
I normally go on about 10 to me, which would be 5 in the morning for you. But I'll
Okay.
more than likely be on about
No,
12
no,
tomorrow.
no. I'm on in the morning because I get up and do my coffee at 5.
Well, you know,
That's my
10's
morning.
half early
But yeah,
for me,
I'm
but
gonna
yeah.
have to run because I'm down to 0% anyway. But GD,
Happy
awesome chatting to you
420,
again
Manic.
today as well.
Yep,
You have
loved
a
it.
good one, Jake.
You know, I love
Thank
you a
you
bit.
for showing.
You too. Thanks for
DD,
having me,
you're
Simply.
awesome.
You're awesome.
You're welcome, baby. You are legend in my book.
Peace, love, and
Well, thank
420
you
all
for
round.
having me.
Peace, love, and 420, baby.
No. Well, thank you for having me on,
He
though.
is such the
I
shit.
love that we get on.
Oh, I love this. This is the best stream I've had. Well, one of the best streams.
Well, thank
Manic
you.
came in for a minute. I appreciate him at least showing up to say hey.
But no, I just like coming on now and again. I used to be very active, and I got sick of all the shit. I was like, you know what? I don't need any of it in my life. I've got a beautiful granddaughter to focus on, and you know, it was getting to the point where it was like, this is not worth my time. So I really
Listen,
only come on to see, like, to talk to Jake, and
you
I
see
I
how
am.
I am. Nobody's going to mess with you when you're around me, period.
I appreciate that.
No
But yeah,
problem.
I don't really come on much, but I definitely I says to Jake the last time that I thought you were brilliant when we were talking. So I'm so glad that you came on tonight.
I'm brilliant. I have a
Yeah,
hard time believing.
well, it's true. When we were
Well,
chatting
thank
that day
you.
that I came on the first time, I said, and that's why when I subbed to you. But usually when at your time, I miss your
I know, and
lives
I
when you do
miss a
them.
lot of you guys too because the time difference, man, and that
Yeah.
kind of sucks. Because actually, I love hanging out with y'all.
No, I've
I
had a great night tonight speaking to you.
It's really weird. You guys kind of get me. Americans don't.
Well, that's
It's
the
really
thing. I
messy.
love being weird. I think that normal people scare me
Yeah,
because being weird and being yourself is that you've shown that you know who you are and who you want to be. I don't like to
normal
be a
is
sheep.
not cool anymore.
No, I mean, Chris, I'm 45 and I still dye my hair. It's bright red at the moment. And in that photo you saw, it was purple.
But you
Um,
don't leave the house.
no, I don't leave the house. My daughter comes and does it for me. But no, it's still, I'm still me. That's it. Um,
I'm just playing with you. I made you
oh
smile.
no, I've told my kids went nuts because I told them that when I die, I wanted them to have my back, the skin on my back cut off and preserved so that they could preserve my tattoo. And they're like, Mum, we're not fucking doing that. I was only kidding with them, but
What
at the same
song
time,
did you
they're like, it
request?
should be
Wait a
nice.
minute. Wait a minute. What song did you request at your funeral?
It was either going to be Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead, or
See, you're fucking more twisted than I am. That's too fucked up.
it was going to be either that or I'm a Creep by Radiohead. Creep by Radiohead. Because I am a creep and I'm a weirdo. So yeah,
You're not fucking. I love it though. You're fucking not right, but I love it. Like
no.
100%. Love it. Mm.
I like being different.
Diddy, you gotta change your name from Dream Demon. Seriously.
Well, the reason it's Dream Demon is because that's what Freddy is. He's a dream demon.
No, yeah, but that's totally not you.
Well, it's
You
I
are
think
one
that
twisted
stuck now.
bitch, man. I love you. I
Well,
say
that's
that with
Queen
all
Bitch.
the love in the world,
Yeah.
though.
I say to Jake, I say, hey, that's Queen Bitch to you.
No,
A lot of
Queen
people think they're going
Twisted.
to hell. I've
No,
got a
no, no,
throne down
no.
there.
We need to put Twisted in front of that. For real. You're a little bit more than Twisted, though.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
that's what I'm saying. A lot of people worry about going to hell. I've got a throne sitting waiting for me.
I got a sticker on my refrigerator that says, what is it? Hell's full, I'm back.
I think I've got one that says, don't piss me off or I'll stop taking my meds, and we don't want that, do we? That's what I've got in mind.
I need to get me one of those. For real.
Oh
Any
yeah. No.
excuse will do.
Yep, definitely.
I'm gonna start wearing a bracelet that says you pissed me off, I can kick your ass. And that way when they come pick me up in the ambulance, man, it's fucking right there, dude.
I'll need to find out where I got that T-shirt so that I can send you the link. The one that says, "No, I don't have Tourette's. You really are a cunt."
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of funny looks with that one, but I've had
No,
a lot of
wait a
people
minute.
talk me
No,
into
there
that
was
too.
another one you said before that I really want it. Or was it Jake that said
I
it?
think Jake had one. I mean, I've got things like my people skills are rusty and things like that, but I think Jake said one before. I can't
I
remember
liked
which.
yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a really good one.
But mostly it's horror T-shirts. I've got big surprise there.
Listen, I like The Walking Dead. Daryl's my hero.
Oh, Daryl's amazing.
Oh, he's
Daryl
a
is
sexy
amazing. But
motherfucker.
the
I
most
give
sexiest
me
man in the
put me
world
in
is
the put me in the woods with him. Fucking Negan and that bald headed chick scene would have been like PG versus mine. I'm just saying. Cause I'd have
Oh,
like ran all over that shit in the woods.
for me, it's I don't know if you've ever watched Supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
But Jensen Ackles, who plays Dean, oh my god,
The older one, or yeah, the older
the
one.
bigger brother, yeah, oh, he's lovely.
I like the younger one. That's the hair that gets me.
Oh no, it's got to
That's
be
why I
the
like Jake's. But listen, if I could send you a picture of the kid that used to live above me, man, it's pretty close. And they're the
yeah.
same fucking age.
Well,
That just
I
blows
always
my
laugh at
mind.
Jake because we're good mates and that, and I said, but 2 out of the 3 of my kids are older than you, but we get
Oh,
on so well.
he's got a good soul. See,
He does.
sometimes you don't have to believe in God, but you got to believe in a soul connection. There's certain people that click
Yeah.
and certain people that don't. Like I believe in tarot cards. I believe in the spirituality more than I believe in a Bible or, you know what I'm saying? A God.
Yeah.
I'm not going to label it. I can
Yeah.
read people, I can feel people. There's energies.
Yeah.
So I totally know there's something. Can I explain it? Can I put it
Sure.
into words? No.
Definitely not. Yeah. I mean, I
You know
believe
what I
in
mean?
I believe in the spirit world, but I don't believe. I believe that the Bible was made up just to keep people in line.
Like I said, autobiography
I think it
of
was just a way
people's.
for people to make rules so that
I
they had to keep
agree.
people
I
in line.
agree. I agree. Or to give something to believe in, because
Yeah. And
at
hey,
the
I
same
don't knock
time, there
people
is something. There is something out there. I felt it.
if
Do I know
believing
what it
in
is? No.
God um if believing in God makes somebody's life better or makes it, then that's their belief. Then I totally believe there is a God. But for me, I mean, I think there's 3,000 religions, different
Yeah,
religions on
hey,
there, and
let me
that's just
set something straight
you
with
know,
you. Your belief is your belief, and I won't
yeah,
take anything away from that. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly.
For real.
But I've had people at the door, you know, and try to say, and you try to be nice, and then over the years I say I've got old woman privileges now.
Teardrop,
Now just
love
tell
you,
them to
babe.
fuck off.
420. Sorry, I just
No,
seen
no.
her comment. I don't know how long ago it was.
Hi, teardrop.
Because I was listening to you. I wasn't even looking at my phone. I was like, yeah, she's right.
But no, I have no problems with anybody having any beliefs as long as it's not hurting anybody else.
Right.
Um,
Well, with my
like
channel, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invest in some I want some fairy tarot cards, and there's a reason for it. It's a different type of card. It reads different than other cards. I want to go with my energy and what I do. The only downfall to that is me being a Cancer. I lead my life with my heart. Like I'm more emotions unless
yeah,
it's business. You know what I
nobody
mean?
can. Yeah, nobody can confuse my sign though. I'm an Aries, so could you tell?
Oh, you're an air sign. No, no, not at all, because an air sign wants to be outdoors. An air sign would not be locked in their house.
No, I think isn't Aries a fire sign?
I thought it was air.
I thought Aries was fire. I might be wrong. I
It
don't know.
might be fire. It might be fire. I might be
I
wrong,
know
but
I know I'm a ram. I
listen
know
to me.
that.
Let me tell you something. Whether it's fire or air, it's out fucking side, dude, and you're locked in your house.
I know.
With all the love in the world, I love you. You know, I'm just pushing you to get your ass
Yeah,
out
no,
the
I
house.
understand that. I know. I know. A lot of people can't, understand how I'm okay with it, but
No, I know you're okay with it, but I've seen the repercussions of it when you do it for too long,
yeah.
is all I'm saying.
Oh no, like I say, my granddaughter is the one person that can get me out. The only other person that's ever managed to get me out of the house was Robert England. He even got me on a fucking plane. I don't know how that happened.
If I was there, I'd have you out riding at least once a day. Just getting some air, go to a park somewhere where you can actually just breathe, not be around 50 people, and just see. That's the thing. People don't think about that when with your anxiety. If they
Yeah,
do take you out the house, you're going out to see your granddaughter, but they don't understand how it makes you feel sometimes. The thing
yeah,
is with someone like you need to get you out of the house, but you need to take you to a secluded place to where you can like hear the birds, hear the stream, not hear people, where you're centered.
yeah.
Do you get my meaning? Because I totally get where you're coming from.
Oh, I've been banned out of shops for screaming at people for not, oh, some stupid bitch, trying to use the self-service, and you could tell for a fact that she had absolutely no idea what she's doing. And I mean,
Right.
like taking 20 minutes to swipe an item and then fucking about, and I just lost the head. And I'm like, because all I could think about was get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. And I got
Yeah.
kicked out of the shop for screaming at her, look, if you don't fucking know how to use it, why did you go into the self-service? I lost the head, and I said, yeah,
I
it's my
gotta.
fault at the end of the
I'm
day.
gonna be honest with you. My anxiety gets high like that,
Mhm.
but I've never gone to the point where you gone. But when I go into any store, I'm not like your typical female. I don't go into window shop, man. I've got my list. I want to
Yep,
get my shit, and I want to get the
and get out.
fuck out. I don't want to
Yeah.
talk to you. I don't care if you're a Karen. And if you are a Karen, God help you.
Oh God, no. My ex-husband, he used to say that. He said, "I fucking love you," because I said, "Oh, I need a new pair of boots," and he's like, "Right, okay, let's go." And he thought I was going to drag him in. I walked in, and I grabbed a pair and I said, "They'll do," and he just turned around and went, "I fucking love you," because I'm just like, "No,
That's
they'll do. Let's
awesome.
go." And like, fuck that. No, I don't like shopping. I don't. I'll go out. I'll get what I need, and I'm back. But now I just obviously I get it delivered. But
Oh, that must be awesome. Listen, if I try to do that here, see the whole fucked up thing. The only thing there is no public transportation here. So if I call Uber to go 3 blocks away, it costs me $11 to get a
fuck,
$15 dinner delivered, because if it ain't over $15, they won't deliver it. And then you got to tip the driver on top of that. So a meal actually costs you almost $40
yeah, fuck that.
for 3 blocks
Ridiculous.
away. Yeah,
Ridiculous.
so I'm not fucking doing that. I think I can cook. I love to cook.
Well, I'm teaching my son how to cook just now, so that he can pass that sort of on to himself. I don't want him when he moves out to be fucking living off of shit like pot noodles and stuff, you know. I want him to be
No,
able to
that's
cook.
the word. No, no ramen noodles. Cook from scratch. Everything
Yeah.
fresh.
So he's learning how to do that. I've got one of those horrible. It's supposed to be called a leaning chair, but it's a support chair where so you can sit at the sink and
Yeah.
things like that. So I can manage just long enough to show him what to do, and then he'll be like, "Mom, what do I do now?" And I'm like, "Just keep stirring it," because I'll have to come back and lie down again. Um, but no, he's doing well. He's doing really well. He's
You're
got a couple of
actually
years left
moving
in him.
around though. You're actually moving around. You're even if you're in the house, you're moving
Yeah,
around.
yeah. I'm still. I mean, with my stick, I can get about the house. The stairs are a bit
Are
of a
you
pain in the butt.
are you moving your legs around when you're laying down and stuff? Are you doing any exercises to mobilize
I
yourself?
I can't do much exercising at all that way.
What
But I
about
have to
rolling your
move.
ankles?
I have to move every couple of minutes because of the pain anyway. I have to keep moving position to get comfy. It's a nightmare, but you get used to it. It's just there's always somebody worse off than you is the way I look at it. So it's just something you have to get used to doing. This is how you get on during the day.
You
And
don't
that's
have a
it.
nurse
Somebody's
that
other.
comes in and does any physical therapy or anything?
No,
Mama, damn.
no. So that's why my son bought a house round the corner. I know it is, because it's really expensive to buy here. I've
Right.
I've got a council house, so I'm okay. But
Hey,
basically
mamas
for
are worth the world. Don't ever forget that,
uh,
man. And if
but
he
I
bought a
was angry
house
with him
next
for
door,
what he paid for the one-bedroom flat that he and his other half moved into round corner. My
he
daughter
didn't
moved
care.
about 45 minutes drive away, and she paid just the same for a four-bedroom house.
And that's 45 minutes away. He wanted to be close. That way, if something
Yeah,
happened, he could be right there.
and I
You
told them
can't
not to be
knock him
silly,
for
but it's
that.
got. I know, but
No,
it's still,
no, mama, you can't do that. That's your kid.
yeah. But at
He's
the end of
looking
the day,
out for
they've got
you.
to
You
go away
can't
and
do
live their
that.
life.
No.
They've got to go away and live their life.
Hey, listen. Some of us mums would love to be that lucky.
I brought them up to I told them, I said, as soon as you can, get up and bugger off, go somewhere that makes you happy. Just
And he
get away and
did.
get
It
something
just
done.
happened to be next door to you.
Yeah,
So
it's
get
a
over
pain in
it
the
and
butt.
suck it the fuck
Oh
up.
no. uh,
He chose. That's where he wanted to
he
go. It didn't
did.
have nothing to do with you. Guess what, mama? You didn't have
Yeah.
no control over that.
Yeah, I
He
know,
did
but
it
I know
because he
why he did
wanted
it.
to. He did it because he wanted to, not because he felt obligated to.
Yeah, I know.
Trust me.
I know, but
No,
you
you
should have
don't.
fucking thought
You're just
better.
telling yourself different because it makes it better for you.
But at least
Will you do me one favor? Will you do me one favor? Okay, I can deal with all your anxiety
okay.
and you not wanting to leave the house. But damn it, woman, stop kicking yourself in the ass. Stop self-loathing. I mean, you're really, really cool. You're good. But
It's something I can't.
with
I've
all
got
the love in the world, stop kicking your
I'm
ass.
trying.
Cause
I can't help it. I just want my
it,
kids to go and live their own life, and
it
don't worry
takes
about
more
me. I'll
from you
manage.
than what it gives to you, though,
I know,
when you
but
do that.
self-deprecation is something that I'm really good at. But I don't mind laughing at myself. It's a good pastime. If you can laugh at yourself, then you can laugh at anything.
What I wish is that you would see what a beautiful person that you are. And when you
No, I
leave the
can't do
house,
that.
when you leave the house, even though I'm not standing in front of you or see you in person, I would still enjoy talking to you just as much as I am right now. But you kind of, all right, I'm going to be an asshole about this. You kind of rob people of that because you don't allow people to get to know the person that you are because you never leave your house. You only stay
Well, I mean,
online. But that's wrong, man, because you're a beautiful person and you've got a lot to say and you've got a lot of beautiful things to say. And when you stay at home and you don't interact with people, then people don't get to get that from you.
yeah, I can't do it.
I know
I've
you
tried. I
can't,
did
but
try
I'm
it first. I did. I honestly did try it first, and it just got worse and worse. And then
the
you get used
only
to it.
I think there's a difference if somebody would go out and walk with you and just like, kind of take your hand. And I'm telling you, I promise you, if you got out of the house and went to a creek somewhere or a park where nobody else was at and you could just be yourself and just be you, you would enjoy the hell out of that. But I think one of your biggest things is you're worrying about how people view you and what they see
Oh,
when
I
they
I
see
don't
you.
give
And
a
I
shit
think
what
that's
anybody.
really fucked up.
No, I don't give a shit what anybody else thinks about me. That's the thing. I really don't. I've got over
Then
that.
what is the anxiety of leaving the house?
It's more me. I can't handle. It's the proper agoraphobia. I can't handle being it's out of my bubble, which is the house. I just
You can
I've
take your fucking bubble with you wherever
I
you
can't.
go. Now,
I
come
can't. But
on.
the thing is, I also can't allow people in the house. The only people that are allowed in the house are my kids. So it's just that's
Okay,
it.
I
I
got you.
can't do
I
it.
got you. I got you. I
Yeah.
got
So it's not as if it's just I refuse to go out.
you.
It's I can't. This is all I have is because I can control this. But when I go outside, everything just goes out the window, and I can't do that. So it's shit happens. But like I say, there's a lot of people more worse off than me, and that keeps me going.
Right on. Right on.
But hey, it's
I didn't
4:20,
mean
so
to
we're not
push. I didn't mean to
not at
push
all. No,
420.
I've got no, like I said, I've got no problems about. I
You're
know
teaching
people
me
don't
too.
understand it, but it's you have to go with the shit happens button. I mean, I was supposed to. I had my kids early, and I was supposed to be. This was supposed to be my time. Now that they're all grown up, and then my back decided, nope, fuck it.
Oh, I got a friend that's going through some shit with her back right now. Sue Miller. She's on Facebook. She just went in for an operation. I think this is like number 4.
Yeah.
And now she's got cellulitis in her leg. So that means that she's got to have that drip of that antibiotic. You know what that is? That's MRSA, pretty much.
Yeah.
So she's going through some shit, and it's like I don't even. I feel for her, man. That's the 4th operation on her back. So I can't tell you to like, hey, trust the docs and go get something done.
Yeah. Oh, they tried physio with me once, and I screamed so much that the whole of the surgery heard me, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Okay, we can't do physio with you."
when it comes to the back, I don't say shit, man, because that is something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been really, really lucky. Like I've lifted a lot of stone. I've done a lot of lifting and carrying in my life for my little tiny body. And I've been really, really lucky with my back and my knees.
Yeah. No, well,
I'm just
I'm just the back's getting worse now because obviously with most back problems, when you get a bit older, arthritis starts to set in as well now. So that's not fun.
my stepdad had a morphine drip in his back.
Well, they want me to go. They wanted to try the morphine patches with me, and I said no. And they're like, well, it would take away a lot of your pain. I'm like, yeah, and I wouldn't trust myself holding my granddaughter, so that's not going to fucking happen.
Right, that's why
Um,
my dad got the drip when it listen. I can attest to this because they gave it to me when I had one of my C-sections for my kids. When they put it in the drip in your back into your spine, it doesn't affect your head. You don't get high, you don't nod out. It's just a pain blocker. But if they put it in your arm into your IV, you can yeah, don't do it.
exactly.
But
I
they
said
they
I will
gave
wait until it.
what they did with my stepdad was put a drip in his back. And I'm talking the drip stayed there, but it was a pain blocker for his back. He could
Yeah,
go around and do everything and anything that anybody else could do. But I guess it was a surgery to where they put like, you know how they're putting the patches on people now on their arms and shit?
yeah,
Well, it's something to do with his back to where like it dripped the morphine into his spine and it was a pain blocker. I don't
yeah,
know if he had to go into the doctors to get shot up or what, but he ended up fucking himself up too because when you're on that, you don't feel no pain and you think like you're fucking normal.
yeah. No, that's.
Until
I mean, I've told them once because obviously I'm with all the painkillers I'm on, I'm still in pain. So they wanted me to try morphine patches, and I said no. I said
well,
I'll deal with the pain as it is
ask
just now. When it gets to the point where I can't deal with it anymore, then I'll do it.
them if they could do a drip to where it would go into your spine because when it goes into your spinal fluid, you don't get the high off of it, the physical high off of it that you would if it went into your veins. Like if it goes right into your spine, it's just a pain blocker.
Yeah. Well,
You
trying to
won't
get
get
our
any of the other
NHS to
effects.
do anything at the moment is they've got a 4-year waiting list now for people who are actually needing emergency surgeries and shit. It's ridiculous. Thanks to COVID. So,
4 years?
yep, they're 4 years
That's a
behind now.
lot
They're
of
saying,
years, man.
yeah, they're saying that it's going to take at least 4 years to get back to any kind of normality to catch up with all the surgeries that they've needed done and haven't been done. The amount of people that have died because they haven't managed to get chemotherapy or they haven't been diagnosed with illnesses and that has skyrocketed a lot more
Well,
than
yeah,
any
because
of the COVID
everybody's
deaths over
afraid
here.
to go to the hospital. If you say you're sick and you don't feel well, think you're
Yeah,
going to get labeled with COVID.
yeah. I mean, my son had a cough, and he's like, "Should I go to the doctor's?" I says, "No, go to the fucking pharmacy and get yourself a bottle of cough medicine."
NyQuil.
And he got it, and it went away. And I'm like, yeah, if you went to the doctors, they would have put you in a fucking room and told you that you had COVID.
They just did that with my son. He went in and he tested positive. They gave him another test 3 days later, and he was negative.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, they want you to get the vaccine, but fuck, the test ain't
Nope.
even reliable.
3/4 of those tests are false positives. Somebody
Trust
tested
me,
a
I
can
know.
of Coke. Somebody tested a can of Coke and it tested positive for COVID.
Hey, did you notice that there's no flu? There's
Yeah,
no
exactly. There's no flu deaths this year.
pneumonia since the coronavirus came around? None
Yeah.
of that shit.
No, because every death has been put down as COVID related.
Yep. Nothing to
It's
do with.
ridiculous.
I know it is. And I'm so tired of being lied to, and I'm so tired of being manipulated, and I'm so tired of shit being twisted.
This
And
is
there's
why I
nothing we
don't
can do
watch the
about
news.
it.
I don't watch the news anymore because it's just a pack of lies. They're not telling you
There's
anything.
no, they're not, and there's nothing you can do about it either. Because if you stand up and voice your opinion, then you've just done pissed somebody off in Congress or sent something wrong to the wrong freaking person, and now you're labeled. You
Exactly.
know what I, there's no way to win. But I'll tell you what, you know, they want to prosecute all these people over here for fucking child trafficking. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it out loud. What they're doing with them kids at the border right now, tell them, oh, we'll take care of them. You're trafficking them kids to bring them into the country without their parents. You're putting them in the hands of them
Yeah.
motherfuckers that are selling them to get them across border and shit. It's I'm sick about that, man, because I think about my grandkids or my kids,
Yeah.
and if that was them, that
We've got that
that
problem
like
with the like the grooming gangs and that we've got over here. And I'm like, why are you even talking about fucking putting them in in front of a judge? There's plenty of lampposts,
did you
and
see
we've
any
got
of the
a lot of
pictures
lampposts
over
and a
here?
lot of fucking rope here. Just hang them.
Did
Fucking,
did you see any of the pictures of the kids like over
I
here?
can't watch it. I can't watch it.
It
It makes me sick to my stomach.
it does me too. And you know what? I mean, there's always an excuse for it. And I'm sorry, just because you're pissed off at Donald Trump and what he did when he was in office, they've totally dismantled any and everything that he's done. And this
Mhm.
is why this is the way it is right now with Russia, China.
It's because most of them
Man,
are in on it.
we're
Most of them are
fucked though,
either
and
profiting from it
nobody's
or they're
hearing me. And
actually like
it's
little
not
kids.
about going out and protesting, because nothing's gonna be done about it until every American stands up. Like I feel bad for the vets, man. They're fighting for shit right now. They should be fighting for us, not
Yeah.
not the government. I mean, for what is going on right now in the United States. And our vets should be protecting us, not the fucking government. They've got them sleeping on the fucking floors. I'll tell you what, if a vet comes to protect me, motherfucker, you can have my bed, you can have my shower. I will cook for your ass. I will shine your shoes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And that's
Yeah.
the way they should be treated. And that does not happen here. Take your
Here either.
PTS, take your PTSD and all the people that you killed, and all the deaths that you see in your eyes every night. And we gonna put you on some pharmaceuticals, and we gonna fuck your head up some more.
Yeah.
And then
It's
we gonna trot you around America like a fucking trophy.
Mm-hmm. It's
It makes me
disgusting.
sick. And then when you end up in the vet's hospital, we gonna fucking put you in the corner, and we just gonna dope you up and wait for you to die.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm live. Fuck.
I told my kids that the world is going to be shortly, it's going to turn into a mixture of the Hunger Games and Demolition Man.
You know what I do? I just do what I can do. If I walk out my door and somebody needs some help, if I can do something right, I don't give a shit if the fucking every corner is burning down around me. If somebody needs help, I'm gonna go help.
Yeah.
Me who I am, I can't do it no other way. Nor would I want to.
No.
I'd save somebody else's ass for I'd save my own, which is really fucked up, but that's the way my cancer ass is wired.
Yeah.
I can't live unless I'm taking care of somebody else. Don't care if it's an animal, whatever, because I don't give two shits about me most of the time.
Yeah.
But if I have the responsibility of taking care of somebody else, I seem to keep my shit together.
I'll admit
Then,
though that 9 times out of 10, these days I would take animals over people any day.
oh, I do too. My dog is deaf, and I've had to adapt to him. When I want to get his attention, I have to make sure he's looking at me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But 99% of the time, him and I understand each other because I took the time to understand him and what his needs are. And I'd much rather do that than I would to a fucking human being because
Oh
number
yeah.
one, they suck my energy out of me. I have to
Yeah.
work to figure. Listen, it doesn't take me much work to figure out who they are or how they're wired or how they feel and what they're thinking. And I hate that about me. You have no idea how absolutely, like, Manic Mouth was here a little while ago and he does readings and stuff. But when I talk to people, even talking to you, you know what I mean? I feel things, I see things
Yeah.
that maybe other people don't see. And when I do that, I like, because you got to intertwine with their energy. And when you do that, it drains yours like a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the only unconditional love you'll ever feel is from an animal. Everybody else has got their conditions, and not all of them are bad in a bad way.
No, with
But the
me,
only
that's my
unconditional love you'll get
problem.
is animals,
That's
because
my
if not, you
problem.
get
Like,
trod on.
unconditional love is a hard love to come by, but I live by that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to get along, we don't have to agree. I might even be pissed off at you and not like you for this minute. I might not want to be around you for maybe 6 months. But the way that I am, it's like I I'm a forgiving soul. Like, we only have 1 minute. If you stay mad at everybody and you dwell on negative shit like
It's not
95% of the
worth it.
time, it's not worth it, number one, but it kills out your soul, it kills out who you are, and then you become negative. And then when you become negative and you speak negatively, then it just kind of filters out. And negativity loves company. It's kind of like misery.
Yeah. I mean, I'll admit, like you said, I'm twisted, and I've got a really dark sense of humor, and stuff like that. But
I do too, but
I
you're
get
a
what
little
I
bit more
definitely get what
twisted
you're
than I am. Fuck.
saying.
Dude, I thought I was twisted until I heard some shit come out of your mouth, and I'm like, dude, she's just fucking not right.
Nope, definitely not. But I hope in a good way.
Oh, I love it. You know what? I love it. Like, listen, I am not unconditional love, dude. I love the fact that you are who you are. I love the fact that you're more morbid than I am.
Yeah,
I
I
love
am
the fact
definitely
that
that.
I'm twisted. And I love the fact that I actually found somebody a little more twisted than myself.
Well,
Just
like I said,
saying.
there's always somebody more, everything more
Neo,
than you are.
one love, good vibes. Appreciate you stopping in, at least showing some love. Sorry.
Hi, Neil. No, I thought it was my dog's called Neil. So I was like, whoa, what?
Oh,
My black
listen, the
lab's called
dog that
Neil.
I got is deaf, and he come to me, and his name was Leo. Dude, he was so skinny. He was infested
Oh,
with fleas.
no.
He's called Buddy Badine now. Well, I figure he can't fucking hear, so he never knew what his name was anyway.
Well, I get round here because of the way the Scottish
Now, who's twisted?
language is. That people think that I called him Neil, and I was like, "Who the fuck calls a dog Neil?" I says it's Neil. I said he's got a lovely black coat. That was the joke because the Matrix was out then, and I said he's got a lovely black coat. We have to call him Neil because he's a black lab. But everybody thinks I've called him Neil, and then I start getting annoyed at folk, and then the kids will call him Leo, and it's like, oh, for Christ's sake.
Poor dog.
You just can't win. I mean, I've even
If
got
it's
him.
got
He's
an
got a
EO on it, I'll
tag,
come.
you know. And then obviously when I was getting Freddie, I had pretty much agreed on his name before I saw him, but on his back, just before his back leg, he's got, you know how they have the brindle sort of
Yeah.
the black bits. He's got 4 lines along his just at the back where his back leg is. So
You're
it looks
talking
like
about the
4
kitty cat,
splashes.
Freddy, right?
No, Freddie's the bulldog.
Okay.
So he's got like 4 lines that looks like Freddy slashes. So it was meant to be. The cat
You
is
know,
called
it's
Garfield
against the
because
law
of the
to
big
fucking
fat ginger.
tattoo your dog. I'm just saying. I'm joking.
It was just meant to be. It was meant to be. But no, my cat is
That's
called Garfield.
good.
He's 16. He's
All
a big
right.
fat ginger Tom.
Well, he had the
So.
Freddy fucking shirt on. My bad.
No, that's like I said, he's the youngest. I've just got the bulldog. He's well, I've had him for 8 months. He's 10 months now. I got him as a buddy for my old man. He's 10.
Well,
Neil.
I like cats, but the cat hair does not like me. Like my dog,
Yeah.
he kills me. Chihuahuas are cool because you know they got short hair, right?
Yeah.
But with him being a Chihuahua and a terrier, he's got that not real long hair, but long enough hair to where, and he consistently sheds like, no, winter, summer, fucking spring, the motherfucker don't stop shedding.
Oh yeah.
Like, I ain't got enough of that roll tape to like take, yeah.
I'll make you laugh.
I need a hair vacuum. Something.
I've had Garfield the longest. He's 16 now.
Right.
I got him when I rescued him. Somebody had kicked him. He was only about 14, 15 months old. Somebody had kicked him so hard they broke his hip. So he'd had surgery and he was shaved down one side and looked really sorry for himself. So when I brought him home, it took me like 6 weeks to get him out of the corner. He was that scared. Now he bullies the dogs, but I'm allergic to cats.
So what do you do?
Well, I talked to someone and I found out that it's not cat hair that you're allergic to, it's their
The dander.
saliva. It's something in their saliva. So when I first got them, I used to bath them and keep the saliva down off of them. So I used to bath them, and I still take antihistamines, but I just sort of got more used to it and lessened the baths, and now he doesn't need to have a bath around me. But he's his own cat anyway. He wanders up. If he wants a cuddle, he'll come up for it, but he's not the kind of cat. He will tell you to fuck off if you want a cuddle and he doesn't want one. He's quite he'll just look at you and he's like, bitch, no. That's it. You're just like, okay, You do what you like. He's. They told me he wouldn't live past 6, and he's 16, so um, I'm happy with that. But my 10-year-old
No
dog,
doubt.
he's got hip dysplasia and wasn't moving about much. So I thought I'll get a puppy and a little playmate for him, and it has got him back up, and he's quite happy out in the garden and stuff, chasing after this puppy. So it's given him some life back, which I'm glad of. But I had always been looking for an old time
Anyhow,
builder. But
I have the link up there if you want to join if you're still here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, not at all. I'm going to have to love you and leave you in a minute anyway.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
that's okay. And then I'm gonna be sitting here talking
my
to
phone is
myself.
melting at this point.
Well, if you
It's-
leave and nobody else drops up, I'm gonna check
I'm
out too.
sorry.
I don't know. I don't even know how long I've been on. Actually,
2 hours and 5 minutes.
whoa, that's a record.
So we've been chatting for quite a while, but yeah, my
I
phone's
know.
starting
I
to
don't
get
think I've
hard to
ever
hold.
been like on more than an hour and 15 minutes. I so appreciate you showing up.
No,
If
that's what I
you
told
do
you I'd be
leave and
here. I
I'm
like
stuck here
talking to
by
you.
myself, there's 3 people here. I'm gonna jam to some music and see if I'll try. The link's up on the screen, right? You can still see it.
Yeah, I
No.
don't know if you can click on that though. I think you have to put it back in the
Oh.
chat again.
Oh. You running. I said that out loud. Would you please? I'm live. Damn it. I could fuck up a 1-car funeral. I'm not playing.
Oh shit, yeah. I mean, I'm one of those people. I could start an argument in an empty house. It's just I'd argue with myself. My son's heard me sometimes going, "Oh, shut the fuck up, for fuck's sake!" And he's like, "You talking to the dog?" I'm like, "No, it's me."
Stop talking to yourself.
Yeah,
I do it all the time.
yeah,
Well, when you spend so much time with yourself, I don't think you have a choice. And it's not really that you're crazy. But like
yeah,
you said, if you can't laugh at yourself, and when you spend so much time with yourself, how could you
yeah.
not?
Oh,
You know what I
you've got to
mean?
be able to laugh at yourself, or you're not going to have any fun in your life because when you do fuck up, it's going to destroy you.
Jesus.
You know.
When I had a sponsor and I was in the AA, she told me, man, never go upside your head if you ain't got a fucking flashlight, you dumbass.
Yeah, exactly.
She said it's a scary place up there. And I was
Yeah,
like, man, I'll take that one to my grave for real.
yeah, that's a good one.
Like I
Yeah.
won't forget it. Or when I wasn't getting what she was saying, or I was being a fucking shithead about something, she'd look at me and she'd go, you know, you got your head shoved so far up your fucking ass. You need a glass stomach to see which direction you're going. And I'm like, bitch. But she was right on the money. And I actually, you know, it took somebody saying something that extreme for me to actually get it.
Yeah. I'd rather have I'd rather have a friend who picked me up on shit that I was doing and said, you know, give your head a wobble, get yourself fucking sorted, rather than have somebody just agree with me all the time. You
Right.
know.
There's one thing about having a woman's back and be empowering to women, but then at the same time being honest because you don't want to see that woman falter. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
I can take that to the extreme though. When I used to be more social and I had a best friend, I mean, we talked about
right.
everything and we talked to each other like fuck off bitch and you know shit like that, but I was that person that should come down and say, what do you think? And I went, I ain't going out with you if you're fucking going out wearing that. You know,
Well,
I'm not going to
there's
lie
not,
and say, "Oh,
yeah,
you look
but
great."
no, that's a good thing because you
You
want
know,
the honesty, but at the same time,
yeah, she
you
was
know,
not happy.
no, at the same, in that instance, it's kind of fucked up because
Yeah,
my point was you want to build each other up, but at the same time, you don't want each other to make an ass out of each other.
yeah.
There you go.
I just
That
said,
was
I
the
am
best
not going
way
out
to
with you
say
if you're dressed like that. She
it.
really, it looked fucking awful. And I'm like, absolutely not. No. She saw the funny side of it after a few drinks, but I was like, nope, not happening.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She's like, fuck off, you bitch. And went up, she got changed in that, and she was huffing, and
Is
then
that why you don't leave the house anymore?
probably.
And I'm not. You gotta
Nah.
be you. Come
Yeah.
on.
I mean, she, after a couple of drinks, she calmed down and she's like, okay, yeah, I saw your point. It was, you know, it wasn't an appropriate dress for her, let's put it that way. And
Right.
then it just looked
But
wrong. And I was like,
you
no.
were just truly being her friend. And yeah,
Well, people
sometimes
were going to be talking behind
listen,
her back all night if we went out, and she'd have had a
listen,
shit night.
I'm a female too. And if you would have told that to me, my feelings would have been hurt, yes. But I would have also appreciated you being a friend and looking out for me before I went out and made an ass out of myself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
She did. She said that. She said, you know, that there was another way you could have said that. I'm like, yeah, but you know me.
But
It's me.
sometimes it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah. I just said, nope, I'm not going out with you looking like that. But after a few drinks, she's like, I understand, because people would have been talking about her and whispering about her, saying, oh my God, look at that, you
Nope.
know.
You know what?
So,
Honestly, you said it exactly like I would have said it.
yeah. Just very blunt.
Nope, not doing it. Sorry,
Yeah.
love you, but can't.
Yeah.
Not happening. But at
I mean, I
least
didn't say
you
it
were
to be a
being her
bitch. I was
friend.
being honest.
You weren't being an asshole about it. You were being a friend.
Yeah. But I'd rather have someone who did that for me than someone that just went, oh no, it's
Me
fine.
too. Or you walk in and you got like fucking toilet paper hanging off the backside of you, and like the motherfucker don't say nothing to you
Yeah.
for about an hour after everybody else in the bar has seen toilet
Although
paper
it
hanging
depends,
off your
because
ass.
I am funny that way as well, because I would find that hilarious too. So I suppose it depends what mood
You
you're in.
asshole. Look at you. See? Look, you had me feeling sorry for you for a minute, you fucker. And then
I
you come off with
was,
that shit, you morbid bitch, you.
I can be evil
I
as fuck,
love
but I
it.
put my
I
hand up
love
and
it.
admit it.
No, I love it. From the bottom of my heart, I love it.
Oh dear.
Give me
No,
more.
honestly, it's just, I've got that picture in my head, and I would be like, I don't know, I think that would be quite funny to watch. Oh dear. I am. I don't know. I
I
am the
just
way
took a
I am.
drink and you made that shit come up my nose. Now cut it out for a minute. Let me breathe. Damn it, girl. No, I love it because you know what? You're across the pond, and I never ever thought that I would find this, but you so think like I do. It's fucking scary.
Oh, I mean,
God,
I talk
you
like
know
this
what?
to
I'm
my
gonna
kids.
say this much. All right, thank God you don't fucking leave your house.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Unleash you on the world, man. It would be like total havoc. Because
But I
people
talk to
be
my kids
looking
like
at
this as
you like,
well. You know,
wait a minute, did I push the bitch in the fucking water? Or is she
yeah,
like,
exactly.
do I
Yeah,
feel
but no, I
sorry
talk
for her?
like my kids and I talk like this back and forth. And my daughter's other half, he didn't believe her about that, and the sort of jokes that I make. Like
I
I
never
take
in
the
my
piss out of
life,
her all
I
the
never in
time.
my life thought I would meet somebody more twisted than me. It's fun.
Well, he
Dude,
came
you
in,
take the
and it
cake.
was the first time I was meeting him. And I waited until he was taking a drink of his Coke. And my daughter was like, because we take the piss out of each other. It's a back and forth. And she's like, I had her at 17. She's my oldest. And she's like, well,
Right.
you can't really talk because you had me at 17. And I just turned around and went, well, what can I say? Mum loved the D. Now he's busy trying to get coke coming down his nose because I just said, Mum loved the D. And he's like, what the fuck? And
Well,
we
you
both
only
sitting-
said the D. Now, come on.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say the whole word?
because the baby was there. I'm
Oh,
still trying to watch myself. I don't want her. She'll hear it. She will hear it because I can't help it. I swear, like at least once
she
every
already
sentence.
flipped the bird, so yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
believe
But
that.
it was his reaction. We both turned around to him
I
to
can't
watch his
believe you
reaction.
showed me that picture and she actually flipped the bird.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God,
was
that
like, "Are you
baby's
fucking
5
kidding?"
months old. Did
Yeah.
you position her fingers there or did she
No,
truly do
no.
that
She's done
on
it
her
to
own?
me on video calls
You
as well.
assholes!
Yeah.
That's a 5-month-old baby.
I've actually sat and gone, will you be a good girl now? Will you be a good girl? And she has slowly raised her middle finger at me. I'm like, you little shit. She is just like me. And I love
Well,
her to
then
bits for it.
Oh my God.
I do.
Dude,
So
I thought I was twisted in
oh yeah.
my
no, I've got her Freddy's
my
top.
grandsons are like 7 and 6. Nope. I'm not gonna play with those boys because nope.
Oh no,
Nope.
I love it. I've got her.
Listen to you, and you're more twisted than me. Nope. I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave my grandbabies alone for a minute.
I've got her Freddy vests, baby vests. But the best one I got her, it's a bunny rabbit with a pink chainsaw in each hand, and it says underneath it, "This is my spirit animal."
Man.
So I'm looking. She's too small for it yet, but I'm looking forward to getting it. And she has a Chucky onesie. Yeah, I'm that sick. She has a Chucky onesie, and my daughter's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And I'm like, she's wearing that, right? But she's going to have to be about 9 months before she gets into that
You're
one.
just doing that shit for shock value to fucking drive your daughter insane. You're just not right.
No, it's me. I buy her shit like that all the time. It's me. It's not for shock value.
You're just doing it to fuck with her for all the time she fucked with you.
Oh no, the revenge part is when she phones me going, "Oh my God, she just shit all over the floor." And I'm like, yes, it's about time I got some revenge for you little fuckers doing it to me.
Oh my God, man. Listen. I laid my son down without a bottle, right? And like the first time you do that, you know how they scream and cry.
Yeah.
No matter what you do. And if you go pick them up and you don't break them of doing it, you know what happens.
Oh yeah, they get spoiled.
So anyway, he goes to sleep. He wakes up and he's being awful quiet in his room. And I'm like, after about 2.5 hours, I'm like, he's usually up by now. I go to open the bedroom door and this little shit has got shit plastered on his face, on the walls. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh yeah. I remember the first time my daughter learned to take off her nappy. I was on the phone.
Wait a minute. I called my mom. And I told my mom what happened. She said, "Oh, really?" And that's all she said.
Yeah.
I thought I was the worst mom in the world ever. That my kid was the only one that ever took his shit and decided to finger paint with it.
Yeah. Nope, they all do it.
Did
Revenge.
Bitch.
Yep. My daughter, this was when phones were still attached to a wall, remember? So I'm on the phone.
Oh, God.
My daughter first learns to take her nappy off. And then when I shout, "No," she steps back into the nappy and then thinks it's a game that I'm chasing her around the living room. And then I'm spending the next 2.5 hours to 3 hours scrubbing shitty footprints out of my carpet.
Gotta love kids.
Exactly.
the
So when she
grandkids-
phoned me, going nuts, going, she's shit all over the floor. I'm like, and pissing myself laughing.
Your mess, clean it up.
Yep, exactly.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, if you
Mm-mm.
lay on your back and took it, you'll sit on your arse and nurse it. She just laughs her ass off.
Do you remember the first time your kid fell off the couch? I don't give a
Oh,
shit who you
God,
are.
yeah.
All these mamas want to act like, oh, they perfect mamas. Ain't never dropped your baby. If you put your baby up on that couch and you tell me it ain't rolled off once or twice,
Yeah.
you lying.
Oh, the first time my daughter, I had her on the bed and I
Oh
turned
my
around to
God,
get
I
the wipe
felt so
and
bad.
she rolled off and I cried for hours thinking, oh my God. I mean, there was nothing wrong with her, but honestly, I cried for hours. I'm like, I am terrible. What the fuck?
I know, right? Mama's
It
got
is.
the hardest job ever, and like people just don't understand.
Yeah. Because you think you're having to live up to so much. And it was my health visitor had to say to me,
And
look,
whenever ever shit went bad, it was always your fault.
yeah, exactly.
Always.
My health visitor came in and she's like, your house is too clean. And I went, what? She said, you're not getting enough rest. She said, when baby sleeps, you sleep. She says, I can see that you're trying too hard and you're going to end up just losing it. She says, so I expect to come in and see an untidy house. I expect to see things lying everywhere because you've been up with the baby all night. And it was her that actually says to me, she says, it's suspicious if there's nothing lying around. She says, get some rest. And it's the best
What?
advice she ever gave me. She says,
Right.
honestly, don't try as hard as you're trying. Don't do it.
Listen. I had 4, 3, and wait a minute. I had Jacob, and then I had Bob, which was 2, and I had Mike, that was 4, and I had C-sections. Yeah, okay. My husband left town. I had all 3 of them. Staples in my belly. Not fun.
Yeah. Now, my daughter had an emergency C-section with the baby. She'd stopped growing at 8 months, so they had to take her out. So she's a little bit on the small side, but she's getting there. She's got the little chubby legs and that now, so I'm quite happy with that. But no, I understand what you mean. I brought all 3 of mine up on my own.
With my oldest, this was before I got married. I was sleeping on my parents' couch and I thought I peed my pants. Evidently, I didn't, and my water broke. But the thing was, I didn't have a Braxton Hicks contraction. I didn't have a contraction, not anything. So 4 days later, I start getting sick and I start throwing up. By the 9th day, I go to a hospital in Scranton, which is a children's medical center. That's where I wanted to like have my kid. So I went down there, and what we found out was I didn't pee my pants. My water broke, and Michael was in my belly from the eve of New Year's Eve until the 10th of January in my belly with no. He had a bowel movement and he ingested it and it started making me septic.
Yeah. Wow.
So they ended up taking him C-section. They had to put him on an oxygen mask. They had to put an IV in him. And I stayed at the hospital for 3 days. I had staples in my belly. They never cut me bikini cut. They went straight up and down. So I ended up with 28 staples in my belly. 3 days I
Wow.
was in the hospital with him. And then since it was a children's medical center, they had the Ronald McDonald House, which was 2 blocks down a hill. And I stayed there, and I think I missed, out of a week and a half, I think I missed one of his feedings.
Mhm.
And I had the staples in my belly. I made it for every 4-hour feeding.
Wow.
I would get up and walk. And then with my second son, they stuck a metal rod up there to pop the water. When they did, the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck, so I had to have another emergency C-section. And then with my third son, I was in labor for like 26 hours.
Jeez.
And then I was awake. I had a C-section. And then with my daughter, I was awake. Yeah, it wasn't fun. After my daughter, I was like, man, I'm done. Cut it, tie it, do whatever you gotta do. No more. Gone.
Yeah.
Done.
Oh no,
That
well,
was
I thought I was finished at the 2. I had my boy and my girl, and I asked to be sterilized, and they
I
said, no, you're
wanted a
too young.
girl. I wanted a girl, man, and I popped out 3 boys. Both boys were supposed, after Michael, both boys were supposed to be girls, and that didn't happen. So I wanted a girl, and I got one. And then I was
Well, I
done.
would honestly, when I found out how hard it was raising a girl to a boy, I would have a football team of boys now before I'd ever have another girl.
Oh my
'Cause there's
God.
just
If
too
you
much more
didn't
to
learn
worry
that
about.
when they come out of the womb and the first time that they cried, you ought to be slapped.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, every one of my boys, when they would cry, they would cry, but it wasn't that loud pitched,
Pearson, yeah.
screechy. My daughter, oh my God, it was like rip your fucking hair out.
Yeah. But no, I got what I wanted every time. I wanted a girl first, and I got my girl, and then got my boy, and I thought, right, fine. Now I'll admit I got a lot of shit because I had my kids early. I had my daughter when I was 17. I had my first son when I was 19, and then at 21 I asked to be sterilized, and they said no because they could be sued if I decided I wanted more children. And I'm like, just because I'm single doesn't mean to say
Right.
I'm going to want more kids. If I meet somebody, I'm done here. And they're like, no, we can't do it until you're 25. I had my other son at 24. And my other son's father knew about it because I threw the test at his fucking head. I was not amused. I knew I hadn't missed or anything like that. I just knew. I don't understand some people that say they never knew they were pregnant. I just knew straight away. And I was like, this
Dude,
is weird.
I can tell you the day every time I got pregnant with each kid, even with Jacob. And I hate to say this, y'all can say I'm a fucking bad mom or whoever's listening, I really don't care. I was tripping balls to the wall. I had some really good sex. Bam.
Yep.
I can tell you the night my son was conceived. I can tell you when I knew I was pregnant with Bobby. I can tell you when I knew I was pregnant with Mike. I'm sorry, either I'm in tune with me or whatever, but I didn't need a pregnancy test to know.
Yeah.
Or miss
No,
my
I knew as
period.
well. Yeah, I knew as well. But I threw the fucking test at his head because, of course, I was 24 and
It
they
was the
refused to give
titties
me
that
it
got
until
sore. Stop lying. It was the
But the-
titties that got sore, was your first inclination. Dude, it didn't have to do with nothing else.
Oh
Just
God,
saying.
no. But
Do you remember
then,
that?
yes,
Oh
I do.
man, fuck.
But
That's how
yeah,
you know.
I still, my daughter still says it as well. A midwife gave me the best advice after I had my daughter, and I gave it to her. I said, if you're not breastfeeding, put a cabbage in the fridge. And she was like, what? I said, put a cabbage in the fridge. She's like, why? I said, because you're going to want to put them, take two of the leaves off and put them in your bra. And it is the best thing to take the pain away.
Where the fuck were you when I
Seriously.
had my kids?
It's true, honestly.
Oh,
It was amazing because they're cool and it is the best thing. And the leaves are
you
just the
gotta,
right shape
you
for
gotta
your bra.
understand. You gotta understand one thing, okay? My frame. I'm 5'1", darling. I
Yeah,
weighed
I'm 5'2".
100. Listen, I weighed 109 pounds when I gave birth to my son. I've had. They called me flat as a board and never been screwed all the way through high school. Got pregnant, man, and them motherfuckers went out to a D, a double D. Like, what the fuck you do with that? I didn't want them. Mm-mm.
Oh God, no, the pain. Fuck that,
I'm
man.
down. I'm down to a C now. Yeah, I don't see no sense in it. Like my mom, she was a double D. All the women, like on my mom's side of the family, got big old titties. And me, I was like, for the longest time, like I said, flat as a board. And I didn't understand what was wrong with me. And then when I got pregnant, they ballooned out, and I was like, oh, hell no, you can go back where you come from.
Yeah.
No, you can't run when you got that bounce in the
No.
nose and up on your chin and shit. Fuck that. They can go away. I'm an active person. I like to get out and do stuff. Right now, they're probably a large B, small C, and I'm 53, and they ain't sunk past my rib cage yet, so I'm doing
I,
all right.
I told my daughter, I'm 45, and I told my daughter, I said, hey, when I take my bra off, I don't need slippers. She's like, oh, for fuck's sake, Mum. So if I
Listen,
take my bra off, I
that,
don't need slippers. They just sit on top of my feet perfectly.
see, mine just sit on top of me ribs. I'm good yet.
Yeah.
They ain't sunk that fuck. That was my whole point. Shush.
Yeah. Well, I
Well,
don't
my
know
mom,
what was,
listen, my mom
I
got
was
into a
6
truck
when I had the kid.
accident. My mom got into a truck accident and she broke her collarbone, right? And like her right shoulder set up like, I want to say 4 inches higher than the other one. And they
Ouch.
tried everything to get it to go down. But what wasn't helping her is her having the double D's. And dude, her tits did go down to her fucking below her hoo-ha. I'll say that. For reals. I'm not lying. But that really fucked her shoulder up. And then she was doing them cortisone shots. Dude, for like 10 years and the shit didn't go down. They shot some poison in her shoulder and it went back to normal. I'm like, you people are fucking crazy. You're gonna shoot some poison in somebody to make some shit right.
It's not real, is it?
It scares the fuck out of me. Like, I'm not doing that coronavirus shot. Fuck that.
Nope. They didn't even ask me if I wanted it because I'm in a category that's supposed to be vulnerable. I got an appointment sent to me through the mail saying you have to be here on this date for your shot. It got ripped
I'm
up and put in the
not
bin.
doing it. I'm not
Not
doing
fuck.
it. Yeah,
No,
would they show up on your door, then be worried. But
I'm
I'm
not doing
going to
it.
the wood. I'm going to the woods before they even get close.
No, I don't give a shit. You don't know what is in that fucking thing because they've been trying to cure the flu for fucking years and years now, and they haven't managed to do it.
They're
And the
tracking your
flu
ass
is a
with that. If you
coronavirus.
think
Yeah,
that there,
they are
if you
not
think
getting me
that
that.
there's not, if you think that there's not a chip in this
Yeah.
shot, you're fucked up.
Well, there's been videos of people now that it's causing neurological disorders, that people have
Not
been dying from
neurological
it.
disorders. People fucking got the. Listen, when the vaccinations first were over here in America, true story, there was a nurse that got the shot live on TV. She was fine for like 20 minutes, dude, and then she fainted. And then she disappeared, and there was things on ancestry.com, like her fucking obituary and everything. Her
Yeah.
and I mean actually her, yeah. I mean they're covering so much shit up. You
Well, you
don't know
showed that
what
there was a
is
guy
real.
getting, and then what was it? As the senator, I think, or something, was getting an
Listen to me.
injection, and they
Listen to
still
me.
had the plunger was all the way down. There was nothing in it.
Listen to me. I got the shit last year, and I know I got the shit last year, and I know it come from Michigan. And I'll tell you this, I had no sense of smell. I had no sense of taste. My nose has been fucked up for 8 months. Last 2 months, it is straightened out. I've got this. It was really weird, and it's been really weird. Like this goop up in your nose that'll sit there for like 3 days, and you go blow your nose and have a big old glob come out. I'm telling you, I'm not a carrier, but you ain't giving me the shot. I'll get over it. And my lungs are bad.
Yeah.
But no, fuck you. I'm not going to the hospital. I'm not going with your 6 people. I'm not using your fucking pharmaceuticals. Take them and shove them up your ass. You have to take certain medications to keep you alive.
Yeah.
I take nothing but baby aspirin, period. Not for pain, not for nothing other than smoking weed.
I wish it was
And that's
legal
no
over
shit. It's not legal fucking here. Ask me if I give 2 fucks.
there. I have asked certain people that I know that are going to start, because the coronavirus obviously made it quite difficult because of the lockdown. But now things are easing up. A friend's going to bake me some brownies. So looking forward to that.
I got 18 seeds that I'm fixing to germinate. I'm not playing. I've waited like, listen, I've been bitching because seeds are hard to come by and I don't want them sent through the mail. I don't want to do none of that. So I've come across some weed that actually had seeds in it. And it's a fruity pebble strain. And I'm gonna, with the coronavirus, I'm not gonna get kicked out of my apartment for a month or 2. So I can make some shit happen. I'm tired of paying for it. Tell you that.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They're trying to they're still trying to fight over here. People getting it for illnesses that they know it helps with. You know,
Well,
they're only just
the only
and it's
reason
ridiculous.
that they're denying this is they ain't figured out a way to fucking tax it yet.
Yeah.
Even
Well, I
over
mean, look at
here.
our ex prime minister, the bitch that was in. Her husband
The bitch that
is
was in. I love that shit.
yeah. Her
Go for it.
husband owns the biggest firm that exports weed all over the world. He's a billionaire, but it's not allowed in this country. But the reason, like you say, the reason they don't want it is pretty much a cure-all for so many diseases and pain meds and things like that, is because the pharmaceutical companies know they would be fucked if it got out.
Exactly. Do you know how much pharmaceutical makes off our asses? And do you know the really fucked up thing about it? Like the majority of the cancers that we end up with are the chemicals that they're adding to the shit that we use to
Yeah.
make food. Like, for instance, all right, I don't know if you know this. Have you ever ate at Subway?
Once or twice, but not much.
All
No.
right, if you do, keep in mind the white bread that they have there. All right, the conditioner that they use for the dough is the same conditioner that goes in to your freaking soles on your shoes.
Charming, isn't it?
No, well, people wonder why we got so many sources of cancer. If we go back to organic and cooking everything from scratch and go back to like how Granny did it with, yeah, it takes more time, y'all. You got to
Yeah.
sit together for dinner, y'all. Like, you know what I mean? It's not the same. But since we're stuck at home anyway, now with the corroded virus,
Yeah.
why not take the time? Like, I'm sorry. I like meatloaf. I like anything and everything cooked from scratch. Don't
Yeah.
want your Kraft macaroni and cheese. Don't want your Nor fucking sides. Don't want your box stuffing. I can make all that shit from scratch.
Yeah.
And everything that's put in these boxes of food with these chemicals that nobody reads on the back. And then you wonder, oh, I got colon cancer, man. No, I got pancreatic cancer, man. Stop fucking doing it. Buy you some chickens. Get you some fucking farm eggs. Go talk
Yeah.
to the butcher when you get your meat. Don't go to the fucking grocery store. Half that shit's shipped from China, man. That's where the corroded virus came from. Let's eat some more meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I say that? I'm live streaming. Fuck!
Well, it's your live stream. You're allowed.
It makes me mad because it's like, it makes me feel like, all right, this is going to be a funny one for you. Everybody says aliens exist and they come here fuck with us. Let me tell you something. Aliens is an intelligent life form. They ain't coming to America or the Earth to fuck with us. The only reason that they would is to learn what fuck not to do.
Yeah.
Probing shit. What the fuck would they be probing somebody up the ass for? Oh, yeah, that's how they get cancer. Dumbasses.
Oh, I totally believe. I think it's very arrogant to think that the only life in this galaxy. But like you say, I just think that they're all giving Earth a swerve because we fucked it up.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I believe in aliens totally. They just ain't fucking with us.
Yep. We're the parasites on this planet. We're just fucking completely consuming it.
Hey, Jackass had it right. You've never seen the movie Jackass?
Oh yeah, yeah. Seen them all.
All right. Jackass had it right. Why the fuck would aliens come here, y'all?
Yeah. Definitely. No, I definitely
Not to
I
probe
agree
you
with
up
that
the
one.
not to probe you up the butthole. Cause like they ain't gonna find nothing there. Oh,
The
wait a minute.
guys that say that are just
Wait a
fucking
minute, wait
covering
a
up
minute.
for a
I
weird
just
night.
thought about this. My sponsor did say you got your head so far up your ass, you need a glass stomach to see where you're going. Is that what they was looking for?
I still
Oh,
think the guys that are saying that are just trying to cover up for a weird night they had after after a lot of alcohol.
I got probed. Yeah, there are a lot more guys that have said that than females, isn't there? I'm just saying. Oh shit. We're gonna get flagged. Ah!
Well, at least we're having fun doing it.
Ask me if yeah. You know what else I'm gonna do? Do you want
What's
to
that?
listen to some music in the background?
I would love to, but it's
What kind of music do you like? I didn't ask that. I said,
No,
what kind of
it's
music
all
do you
it's.
like?
I was actually supposed to be going off an hour ago, but it's almost 4 in the morning here, and my
Oh,
phone is burning up in my hand. I really would
I
love to.
appreciate
I love all
I
different kinds of music.
appreciate you hanging out.
No,
I'm
hey,
working on
I've
it.
loved sitting talking to you. We've been on for 2 hours and 45 minutes nearly.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, we've been.
I'll have to
I love you
I'll
to bits. I
sub to
think you're
your
great.
channel. I'll sub to your channel, and when you go live
Well,
you'll
like
have
I
to.
say, I don't really do much on my channel anymore. But I'm always on for Jake's, and I am subbed to you. And I think you're brilliant. Like you say, it's nice to find someone who gets the twisted part.
I'm a legend. As Jake would say. That's the
Yeah,
first
you
time
are.
in my life I've ever heard that. And if that boy wants to call me a legend, I'm down with that. For sure. Jason Emraz, I've got playing. I'm yours. Can you hear it?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get in trouble. I don't care. We're gonna do this one song because you're leaving, and this
Yeah.
is what I'll close out with.
Cool.
A 420 song would have been cool, but this is what we got. Wait a minute. I can maybe. Alright, don't hate me. I hope you like this guy. I hope you remember who this is. Although it's American, so I don't know if you will.
Who is it? I'm not making it out.
It's Notorious B.I.G.
Ah, all right, okay.
Yeah or no? Do you know who that is?
I know who it is, yeah, but I have to say I've not really been into rap music. That's just me though.
Alright, what kind of music do you like?
Um, have you ever heard of a band called Breaking Benjamin?
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Is
Breaking
this what
Benjamin.
you wanted?
Breaking Benjamin do an amazing song called Dance with the Devil.
Is, I didn't get that far, but I did get
Yeah.
them.
They're a very good band, by the way.
I know who they are.
But
Indeed.
not a lot of people know them, but I think they're just amazing. But Dance with the Devil is just wow.
I like Breaking Benjamin, but I'm like a little bit older than you are, so I'm
Oh,
like
don't
more
get me wrong, I love. Oh yeah,
Aerosmith, Zeppelin.
yeah. Um, I mean, I love one of my favorite songs is Leonard Skinner's "Simple Man."
Hmm.
Brilliant.
That's one of my favorite fucking songs. I can't believe you said that.
I love it. I love Tim McGraw, "Don't Take the Girl," and "Highway Don't Care."
I like Tim McGraw. I
So
like
I mean,
dance.
I love. I cannot handle the dance music. Just putting it on. I can't handle dance music or rap. I love like probably one of the best albums ever made was "Legend" by Bob Marley.
Oh, I love
That's a
Bob
given.
Marley.
It's a given. UB40, brilliant band.
Mm,
Um,
you too.
no, I hate Bono. He's
Come
so far up his own.
on.
No, he's so far up his own arse. I cannot
The
stand him.
music is the fucking bomb. No, I'm not talking about their egos.
At that time, Queen blew them out of the water.
Queen will go fucking down in history. There is no friggin' doubt about that.
I went
But
to see the
you two,
movie
come
Bohemian Rhapsody
on.
in the cinema, and it's the only time ever that I've heard a whole cinema give a round of applause at the end of a movie.
Take a guess what my first concert was at 11 years old.
You too?
Mm-mm.
Queen.
Alice Cooper. First
brilliant,
concert
brilliant.
ever.
And he was
Yeah.
in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Mm.
He was in part 6. He played Freddy's dad.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bad that I know this shit.
That's not the only movie he's played in, my dear.
Oh no, he was in Wayne's World.
Oh, he
he's
was
been
in a few other ones too.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen a lot of shit. You didn't have nothing with the wrong turn on you anywhere. Don't like it?
Wrong Turn.
Yeah.
The original one, yeah. Didn't like the rest.
There's a new one coming out this year.
God. I think the first one was
yeah,
good.
but like Horror Queen has got none. Or Devil's Rejects. Where's Baby? Where's the clown, man? What the fuck?
I'm not a fan of Rob Zombie because he fucks up good movies.
It's not Rob Zombie. Come on. House of a Thousand Corpses was a good fucking movie. Devil's Rejects was a good fucking movie. Three from Hell, yeah, we can talk about it.
He screwed up the Halloweens. He really fucked them over. They were really bad remakes. It was really bad.
The Halloweens, I'm not talking about Halloweens.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I hate him, because he tries to do remakes, and he's telling the same story every time. It's always in his eyes, it's always redneck families that go wrong. Whereas the whole scary thing about Halloween was this was a normal family where a normal upbringing and a child went wrong. You know, that's what was scary about it. Not the fact that he showed a child that was
look. The Rob Zombie movies is kind of like The Wrong Turn. Inbred.
Yeah. But he does it all the time. It's like every movie of his, you know what the storyline's going to be.
Right.
You know, that's what bothers me about him. I mean, the best people in horror has got to be John Carpenter and Wes Craven.
Wes Craven's a shit when it comes to...
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was actually sitting in the tattoo shop when I heard that he had died.
However, I don't know if you've checked it out or not, but I really do like The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I do. I like The Walking Dead. I don't like that Fear of the Walking Dead. I thought that was a pretty crappy spin-off.
No, but I like Negan and I like Daryl.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like Negan because he's John Winchester in Supernatural, and that is my favorite TV show.
Man, listen. The last scene with the bald bitch. Take me to the woods, but don't slice my neck, please. If you watch that scene, you'd know exactly what I was talking about, because he fucked her brains out for he fucking sliced her neck. I'm live.
I love
Shut up! I know, see? But dude, if I was gonna die, what a way to go out.
JDM, yeah.
Damn it, man. So you thought I was twisted. Well, you're a little bit more twisted. Well, I don't know. We could be sisters on that one.
There you
about
go,
the
twisted
twisted
sister.
shit. Yeah, no doubt, because like we do kind of think, which I'm not used to really, because I always think I'm the fucking twisted
Well,
one all the
I'm
time.
normally the weirdest person in the room, so I get it.
Thank you for not making me feel alone tonight. It's awesome. I'm just saying.
No, I
Oh
love it.
shit.
I think it's great.
I need to quit smoking cigarettes and I need a gym. There is no gym in this town and there's a whole lot of tobacco. I really want to, no, I want to go south. I'm stuck in Maryland right now, which is northeast, and I want to go south. I just
feel
would
you.
be happier. There's better jobs, there's more money. It'd be a lot easier living. I'm
Yeah.
stuck in a yuppie retirement town, and I'm nowhere near retired. I need to
Well,
get
you
out of
never know
here.
you never know what's in front of you.
Oh yeah, I do fun in the sun and the beach. My dad's in Newport Rich, and he's like 80 something years old. And if I figure if I'm gonna retire somewhere, I haven't spent much time with him in my life, but I figure in a roundabout way, I can find out about his land and the way he lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus, it's so much warmer. I don't want to see snow again for a minute. I'm over it.
Yeah.
We
Well,
had,
that's right.
we
We
had,
get a lot of that. We get people coming over here and they're like, why is it always raining? It's like everybody who's ever heard of Scotland knows that it's always fucking raining.
I couldn't
But
do
everybody
that. I
complains.
couldn't do that all the time. Like, I know rain produces growth, but it drowns shit out too.
Oh, it's always raining here, really. I mean, but it's just we find it funny, people travel over here and you get them, and the tourists will always say, "Oh, it's always raining." I'm like, "Yeah, it's fucking Scotland."
Doesn't it get depressing to you though? Like, yeah, well, no wonder you stay in the house all the time if it's raining 99% of the fucking time.
Yeah, we get the shit weather, but at the same time, people have to remember that I'm on the east coast. I live just outside of Edinburgh, so the waterfront that we're on, if you go around the corner, is because that's the North Sea, is up in the Arctic. So that's why it's so fucking cold up here and why it's wet most of the time. But
Fuck that.
we're not quite at the stage yet where we're fucking born with flippers instead of feet.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I don't like the cold. I'm over the cold. I'm getting too old for the cold.
I would rather be too cold than too hot, though.
No, I'd rather be too hot than too cold.
Yeah, I'm the other way about. You can put on layers to get warm, but it's a lot harder to cool yourself off. See, that's why
Right?
over here we don't need air conditioning. we, we open a window and it's cold enough.
No shit.
I can't handle hot weather.
I
It
can.
ruins me.
No, I'd rather be hot than cold. Well,
Oh
you
God, no.
see, you sit in your house. I go on
Yeah,
the Appalachian Trail where there's actual snow and I sleep in a tent. No, fuck that.
fuck that.
Fuck that is
No.
all I'm saying.
Oh
How
no.
long have I been
Really,
on?
you've been on 2 hours 58 minutes, so almost 3 hours.
Oh my God. StreamYard's is going to kick me off.
So we'll
I
stay
don't.
on
I
to
don't.
3 hours, and then I'll have to say goodnight to you because it's 4:05 in the morning
Oh,
here.
you're awesome for showing up. How many minutes is that?
You've got 1 minute to go, and then it'll be 3 hours.
Okay. Well, how about we do this? One love, good vibes. Thank you for showing up. Everybody be kind, be humble, be grateful. Happy 420. We still got
Happy 420, and I'm very
55
glad that we
minutes
got
to
to chat.
go. Whoever showed up on stream or whoever's lurking behind, pop in and say hi before you leave. Or deuces. One love, good vibes. I'm out, lady. Thank you for checking in
I'm very glad to have talked to you tonight.
and hanging out. One love.
Yep. Have a good night.